Oh, ho, 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 I think we're live.
We're live! Oh my God, we're live! I can't believe it, Artie. Back for another week of Artie and Fist. Artie and Fist, Artie and Fist. You should all know that. We're both on a list. Artie and Fist, Artie and Fist. Look over there, there's moose in the mist. Something on those lines.
They are a misty folk.
Mate, how you doing? Artie, you well?
Oh, baby. We have a stacked lineup today, okay?
Oh, mate,
we're gonna get silly, okay? We're gonna get deeply and uncomfortably psychological. It's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a wacky one.
Mate, it's a girthy stream.
Well, it really is incredible how these things happen. Like we'll just check in with each other midweek on like Wednesday, and it just so happens that you had something that you jotted down like a year and a half ago, and I was like, hey, what about that thing?
Yep.
What about this? Feels what you're describing right now feels familiar, and you're like, oh, well, that's something I was working on a year and a half ago. So we're gonna unearth some
which is good
fist works.
You know, it's a good thing too because I'm a bit jet lagged. Actually,
why? Where are you?
I'm actually
in
Israel. I'm in Israel at the moment.
Everybody is, dude. Look, Tommy Robinson,
mate. Avi invited me over. I mean, I say he invited me over. I mean, you know how pushy Avi can be, right? You know, he's a bit like that, right? He's kind of, and he's like, you must come to Israel. It's a bit more like a threat actually than an invite, if I'm being honest,
well,
right?
He didn't openly threaten you or anything like that, but sometimes when I talk to him, like, I don't know, it feels like I might wake up with cement shoes at the bottom of an ocean, but he doesn't like explicitly say it. It's this weird like double talk kind of thing.
No, look, look, I value my life. He'd never threaten us.
Oh, no.
So yes, I'm there in Jerusalem. I've been up. I've given the Wailing Wall like a nice big smooch. I've been down to the October the 7th museum. I even saw Lindsay, right? Like he was there, like enjoying a nice bagel with like schmear.
Really?
We had a bit of a chat. He says the psyop is going great, by the way, right? Like we're holding up our end of the dialectic, and he asked me to pass on to you, Artie, and say, congratulations, we're doing a great job by holding up our half of the dialectic to move towards the synthesis between kosher centrism and the woke Reich, which of course is our job, is our duty. Oh, I've got great things to announce, actually, Artie, right? Our payout has actually been increased to 7,777 shekels per post. However, because of all that money that we owe to, Avi's cousin, Shlomo, because like the fees and stuff like that, we'll actually be paying 1,000 shekels per post. But
you invite me to these negotiations? I feel like when I send you there to do it by yourself, you come back with bad news. Worse and worse news.
No. Look, they're great. They're great people, right? Look, I talked to Avi's cousin Shlomo, and he explained to me that if it was up to him, he'd love to let the debt go. But unfortunately, he's got backers, and those backers have responsibilities, right? But if we weren't getting paid the 7,777 shekels per post, we'd be paying even more. So really, they're doing us a favor.
All I'm saying is, the next time you have a meeting, just let me know, okay? I'm not going to be overbearing, and just hopefully we can give your puny pink little pucker a rest from what they do to you when you come back and talk to me. It's never good news. It's never good news, Fist. You're letting me down over here.
It has been a rough week for my pucker. I've got to say, mate, right?
I see.
Oh no, I ran into Tommy Robinson as well. He was jogging down this street in Jerusalem, desperately trying to pretend that he wasn't there on like a struggle session. He passed me a nice bag of Coke on the down low, and wished me well. No, it's all, everyone's there in Jerusalem, mate. Anyone who's anyone, right? You've got to go, right? You literally have to go. If you don't go, bad things will happen to you. From the Muslims,
well,
obviously.
I know we're gonna be making fun of Tommy Robinson today, and it really is a tragic shame. very similar with like Gavin McGinnis. I feel like Tommy and Gavin, more so Tommy than Gavin, but they were really speaking out, going against the grain, calling out things going on in society. And so, much like what the Moos do with the Black community, with other communities, who else could they go to? You know. And so they went to the one group that's always there for them. So it's unfortunate that I have to make fun of two men that I really showed me the light. On a lot of things, and you have to draw the line. You have to draw the line at Yisrael. You have to draw the line there.
Have to go right up to the line and give it a nice kiss.
Hey, I walk the line.
Mate, right?
I walk the line. If you've seen my YouTube, okay, I know what it's like to walk the line, but the line has to be somewhere.
Yeah, but you need to go up and hug the line, give it a nice smooch, right? You got to like wear the funny hat. By the way, right, when I was at the Wailing Wall, right, did you know you've got to like rent the funny hats, and they're not bloody cheap. I'm telling you, right? Like,
You're kidding me, really?
There's only one place you can rent them from. Apparently they're blessed or something, right? It's like $100 just to rent the funny hat. I'm like, listen, can I? Well, for like as long as you're sort of in the wall, basically there's like
you're there. It's about 3 minutes, and they take right off your head. They let you know when you're
right.
You don't have to return it,
but they are blessed by the funny hat blessing guy, right? And apparently, he requires a lot of money, for very, very holy purposes. So, like, really, if you think about it, it's totally worth it. Listen, Artie. Look. I know you're a bit down on this, but I have been assured that much like Lindsay, now that I have been to the wall and given it a nice big tongue smooching, our careers are about to take off vertically, completely coincidentally, right? Like, it's not like these events are in any way connected.
Mic messed up?
No, I don't think so.
Look at the super chats.
Sounds good to me.
Do some super chats real quick.
I'll do some super chats. All right. Jacob Cantrell, good to see you, Jacob. One of the fellas in the chat. Great talking to you. For $2, your good friend Lindsay, right, Mr. Fear. He's my best friend, right? Like, look, all of this beef between myself and Lindsay. I mean, let's face it, it's basically one-way beef. He would never respond to a filthy woke rightist such as myself.
There is no Artie and Fist without James Lindsay. You guys know that, right? Have we ever actually talked about that?
Yeah. He's like the hidden person in our love triangle.
That's how we met,
basically, right?
That's how we know each other. Without James Lindsay, we don't have a live stream. So, thank you, James.
He's just the gift that keeps on giving, mate. Because Artie and I, right, we were like, okay, we're not gonna do Lindsay this stream, right? We got to find something else. And then he literally turns up at the fucking Wailing Wall.
I swear to God, every time we go, so what are we going to talk about? Like, okay, not Lindsay. Every time we try and do it. I swear to God.
It's like that scene from Brokeback Mountain where it's like, I wish I could quit you.
Dude, I know, but he's so good for the right, though. He's the right's best weapon.
Bloody Clarence for $10 Australian. Very, very nice point of dollars.
There he is.
All hail the base content creators. Keep up the good stuff, fellas. Thank you very much,
fellas.
Bloody Clarence.
Fellas, thank you.
We've got $5 from Total Blackout Painting. TBP, mate. Total Blackout Painting. He's such a mensch. He is such a fucking good guy. Like, God bless you, TBP. He's why I've got a mic stand at the moment. $5. I'm giving you $5 to ask what's up with Artie's mic and for him to AnF it. Well, you see, right? I think you're still using it like a bit of a cheap mic, aren't you there, Artie? Because you need to unplug it and replug it to make it work. Is it all right now, chat?
I mean, I thought you should be able to hear that it's good.
Look, mate, when I'm streaming, right? When I'm in full flow, right? When the floodgates of my brain are open and dilated, right? I can't really hear anything, right? Like the whole world disappears into like a small pinprick, and the blood fills my ears. I mean,
you do turn into a fucking weirdo when we're live streaming. It's incredible. It's two different people.
Mate, look, it is what it is, right? Okay. Big time.
Big time in us. Always gonna big time us.
For $5 US. To all my hard R fellas, prayers for you all and press the first and original antiseptic homeboy. Jesus, please forgive us sinners. Oh, thank you, big time. Man, I got to tell you this little story, right? So before I went to travel, right? You know Andrew Torber, the guy from like Gab, right? He just posted this thread on Twitter saying like, you know, if there's anything like going on with you, like tell me and I'll pray for you. And I just said, you know, like, oh, you know, yeah, I'm on a big trip. Like, can you guys pray for me? A whole bunch of people replied, and it was just like, you know, like praying for me and stuff, man.
It's powerful stuff, dude. I've said that as an atheist before in my Charlie Kirk video, and it's not condescending when the you know, it's as an atheist, it's been condescending, like I'll pray for you kind of stuff. But like, I don't know, I can feel it that it's sincere when it comes from
yeah. No, the sincerity makes a lot of difference. TM Bailey for $2, an anti-Hamas ad played during the stream. Well, we support that, of course. We are very anti-Hamas.
Incredible.
As much as possible. Darth amalgamation. There is a lot of echo with Artie's mic.
Echo.
I see, mate. Echo. Yeah.
Are you hearing an echo?
Not really. You sound all right to me, mate. I guess we'll just have to crack on with it, mate. You got to buy yourself a new mic, mate. I think. Or maybe right. Like what you should do is try and like plug in a USB port that's like not next to like a power out. Apparently, you can get a lot of like bleed over. But you're using a Mac, aren't you? Look, we'll troubleshoot this later.
Setup I've always used. Okay. Well, I can't hear it, so
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Quizats Chatterack. It do be like that, Mr. Newsfist. It do indeed be like that.
All right.
Right.
Shall we get on to the hard hours?
We have to give a big thank you to our hard fellas. Right.
So,
do you want me to read these out? Or do you want to? Can you actually see now? You got a better monitor?
I can, but I'm lazy, so you can do it. And if I'm
all right, I'll do it. All right. Hard fellas, roll call. The Jester 320, the Wufster, the Prophet 49. We've got a lot of the people joining. Caleb Knight, Christos, Prinny. Let's see. Come on, let's play the thing. Come on down. Scroll down. Nevergoon, Dan Higgins, Occultology, Dev is the 600-pound Lindsay. Adolf Nibbler, Tuesday. Wait, it's going too fast for me now. Cool War Crimes, Dongus Cock 60 and your mum. He's one of the OGs. Aramaic Discourse, Redacted, Zane G, Nick Nilsson, the new GM, Blaze Holderman, Master Shake, Misakan, Darkan, Solon the Lich. Oh god, this is hard to keep up with. Hurt Chain, Origin Party, he's a good lad. Lego My Agaho, Toaster Enthusiast, Foda Bet, Jacob Cantrell. Good to see you, Jacob. Come on. Something in Arabic I can't pronounce. Total Blackout Painting. Mothman Cult Leader, Judy Stroyer, Valavinge, Big Doinks. Mate, our members have like the best fucking names, I swear, right? Mike Williams, Herr Doctor, Your Mum's Legs, Big Time, Death Takes, Quizats, Shatterack, Doomed Tacum, Mead of Odin, Jephistopheles, Lil Adult 88, The Base Crusader 76, Lord Zero, Jake, Uncle Jarby, and Big Nick Digger.
Restream isn't letting me use my microphone. It's just giving me the internal microphone. So let me just drop out and come back in, okay? Okay. Right. I see. Right. Well, we've got a bit of a pause in the programming, ladies and gentlemen. Artie has dropped out. What the fuck are we talking about? Man, Israel was it was lovely. I mean, like, you know, the Israelis, you know, they're very, very warm sort of people. I mean, you know, pushy, obviously. But look, you know, when I was there, I barely got spat on once or twice. Apparently it's quite the blessing, right? It's, you know, it's a bit traditional. You know, it's like you know, it's just sort of you gotta understand the cultural relevance of such a gesture. I was told, you know, don't wear a cross when you go out. You know, always a bit of a dicey prospect. But you know, apart from that, it was not. And I made so many new contacts
in the centrist media. Apparently it's great to, just sort of get in there, be the controlled opposition, right? And they're like, I want you to be the best controlled opposition that you can be, lads. Where the fuck is Artie? Where the fuck are you, mate? I'm fucking trying to do this stream by myself. You should have dropped out before I did the hard R, fellas. But I know. Wait, what can I do? I could always like read random shit from the chat, I guess. Oh, wait. We got a super chat. Another one from Big Time for $5 for Artie to run up his data using mobile hotspot. I imagine it's cold in them underground tunnels. Watch out for bunker busters. Well, the underground tunnels, there's a lot of history actually behind them. You can go for like a tour. It's very, very nice. Wait. Okay, is he? Okay, is Artie like? Wait, let me check the Telegram channel. Is there something going on here? Send him the invite link again. Don't know what's going on, bros. Don't know what's going on. This is a bit. Mossad must have got him. Quizats Shadrach member for a month. Yeah, they got him. F's in the chat for Artie. You better fucking come back. Oh, I think he's back. You back, bro? Hello? No, I can't hear him now. Go in the restream settings and make sure you got your mic selected, mate. Yep. Yep. That's great. That's great, Artie. Can't hear you at all, mate. Oh, fuck. See, this is the kind of shit that we should have ironed out before we went live, right? But this is the kind of thing we do, bros, right? Play it fast and loose from the seat of our pantalones. Fucking seriously, Artie, what the fuck, mate? Oh, well, fuck it. I don't know what's going on with him. Switch back to your other mic, mate. Look, it's better that there be a bit of an echo and we can hear you rather than you just being, completely. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can sort of hear you. Hello?
Yeah, now I sound better.
Right.
Yes.
Can everybody hear? Artie, you're a bit low volume to me. Can you turn your volume up a little?
You can hear me because now
I can hear you
using my microphone, and now I sound better because.
Well, now you've got like a massive hiss.
Oh my god!
In the background.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
No. Try unplugging and replugging your mic, mate. Oh my god, this is fucking shambolic, man. Got to do a hardware check next time. Oh god, come on, Artie. We need to get on with the show, mate. We need to get on with the show. We're already like, wait, how far into the show are we?
Dude,
like 19 minutes in.
Yeah, it's booting.
We back?
It's booting my microphone. My microphone is all set up.
All right, you're back. You're back. We can hear you now, Artie. Nice, finally. Okay. Mossad defeated. Shall we get on with the show, mate?
My mic, it's not the right microphone again. Restream is not letting me use.
Look, it's fine. It's Artie. It's fine. Just leave it, mate. Just leave it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go on.
We can hear you. That's the important.
Go and do it.
Okay. Right. So, as I was wandering around Jerusalem, right, going to give the wall a nice smooch, who should I run into but our favorite milky lolcow, James Lindsay himself. Here I am, Lord. Send me 7,000 shekels. I believe is the rest
Did you
of
see
that.
what I sent you a telegram? How a guy named Avi actually retweeted James Lindsay?
I did see that.
Literally, a guy named Avi retweeted. Look at what he said. It's uncanny.
Is this our Avi? That
what other Avi is there? You're gonna tell me that you've been talking about an Avi that's been a liaison between us and James Lindsay, and then a real Avi actually retweets him. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh, no, I thought we made up that Avi. No.
The truth takes time to arrive. The truth takes time to arrive. But the truth is inevitable. It is inevitable. So James is he's been doing the Potemkin tour. He's been touring the Potemkin village. And according to the person touring the Potemkin village, everything is absolutely awesome inside the Potemkin village. I don't, obviously, right? Like, I mean, you chat, you all know what the Potemkin village is, right? Like, this was like in, was it in Tsarist Russia? I think it was in Tsarist Russia under Catherine. So her kingdom was basically going to shit, but no one wanted the queen, the empress, to know that things were going to shit. So her chief of staff, I want to say, someone high up in her government, was this guy called Potemkin, right? So when the Tsarina would be traveling down like a river, they would set up these like cardboard, like plywood villages, basically, so that like when she went by them on the river, she would like think that everyone like had food and stuff, even though there was a famine. Oh, Artie just dropped out of it. Are you back, Artie?
Yeah, I'm here. What?
And now your mic sounds like shit again. Yes, under Catherine the Great. Look, just go back to your inbuilt mic, mate. Right? Like, at least we'll be able to hear you. This is getting retarded.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Right. Okay. Right. You're back. All right. So Lindsay's here. He's at the wall. He's wall posting. What's he praying for, bros? Right? Like, what did he put on? What did he write on the little tag? Right? Was it like, please help us vanquish the woke right to smash communism? Any thoughts, Artie?
What he's thinking at any moment? No, let alone this one.
No. You're supposed to write a little thing right on a piece of paper, and then you jam it into a crack in the wall, and then you give that crack like a nice tonguing. Did you
see all of his deadpan faces when he was there? He hasn't smiled once. He looks somehow worse than Tommy Robinson.
He's got the smugly, is what he's got.
He couldn't even act like he was having a good time.
I always wonder how dumb this goyim sometimes can be.
Yes, well, you're not wrong. We also have we've got some clips from Sniper Anon. Thank you very, very much, Sniper Anon. He made one specifically just for today's show. Artie, can you believe how blessed we are being in the sight of Sniper Anon, the scope, as it were? Let's
it work?
This one out.
Coming through, little fella. Huh?
Yikes! Bro. Dude, he manipulates space and time to exactly what he needs it to be.
And there's this one as well. Sniper made especially for this show. Thank you.
But I can't make peace with Christianity. The whole thing feels, I don't know, repugnant to me. The guilt, the gotta believe or burn part, it's like nails on a chalkboard in my brain. Judaism makes sense. The arguments, the questions, the, wrestling with God.
Yeah, it makes sense. A refusal to kneel would appeal to someone who has enthroned their rationality as God. Luckily, that's definitely nothing like Satanism. And religious beliefs are just a costume to put on with absolutely zero real-world implications.
Well, I mean, right?
Well, that's the incredible thing is, you have like, remember Quarantine Race War, Black Lives Matter, and they surround you with racism, and then you go to talk about racism, they're like, oh my God, you're talking like, we control the narrative on racism, okay? And then they surround you with trans stuff, and they go, oh my God, you're still talking about trans people? And then we've been talking about how they're like bought and paid for by Israel, and they all go to Israel, and they go, oh yeah, we're really going to Israel and getting paid. It's just it's dehumanizing to both parties involved.
I mean, it's just so funny. It's like, yet again, that thing where he's like, pisses his pants and he's like, woke right mad. Like, oh, they said I was, sucking up to Israel. Well, I'll show them. Here I am kissing the wall. Like, I mean, okay.
It's as long as he's getting attention. That's all he cares about, is getting any attention, no matter how bad it is.
I just want to point out, right? I I'm not sure that James fully understands the people that he just hitched his wagon to, right? These people do not fuck around, right? They do not fuck around, right? They are. I mean, I get the feeling that James thinks that he's basically hitched himself to a bunch of people who are like angels on earth, but they're not. They're an ethnic mafia. And if he if he steps out of line,
he's so painfully insecure. Well, he'll just take anyone that won't leave him. He's like, okay, I can say and do literally anything, and these people won't leave me. I'm comfortable and secure with them. I will do anything.
But that's not true. That's not true. He can't say and do anything. If he steps out of line, just one. I mean, look, we've got all this stuff about Tommy Robinson coming up later in the show, right? And all of the shit that like he's being forced to do on his like apology tour for like literally just saying once that certain left-wing mooish figures backed mass immigration. And for that, he's being forced to do like an entire humiliation tour. So what's your ass, James? Is all I can say, right? Like, you know, these people don't play.
They're praying for a chin. Dude, that's the thing too. This picture of him at the wall, in his mind, he was like, this is going to piss them off so badly. Bring your fucking chin next time, James. All this did was make everyone go, look at this fat moron with no chin. He was expecting like, oh, he's at the wall. So many chin jokes. No chin jokes came from this.
He needs to do the Muslim thing and grow a beard. That's why a lot of Muslims, they grow beards because it hides the weak chin. It's like a sort of fake chin for men.
Who knew his chin was that weak? Where did it go?
So we got like a bunch of like AI things as well. Some of these are quite funny. I just thought I'd like play a few because, you know, like why not?
Wow. Advanced studies.
Let's see, what's this? Truly stunning and brave.
We just, this AI dropped just in time.
I know, right?
For this fucking picture.
James Lindsay has converted to 20th century American liberalism. Ooh. Bro. All right, what else have we got here?
He just looks like a desperate pig.
Oh my god!
It kept his face. It kept his face pretty good in that one too.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Okay, let's see what else we got. I wonder if it was like one of those free tours. I bet it was like a free tour.
Dude, someone in the chat just said, "Hey, I'm new to the channel and wanting to learn more about why the Jays have been such a big topic lately. Are there any good sources for everyone's grievances?" I have no idea if that's real or not. Yeah, but either way, that's an unbelievable thing to say.
This is the wrong stream for you, mate. We're not going to discuss it.
Or the right one. Or we'll give you the advanced course. We'll have you skip all the 101s and everything like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, he showed us. He sure showed us with that picture, didn't he?
And then we got like a few of these like stills. I mean, I think
I didn't see that.
This one's my favorite. I think, like honestly, man, like my god. Or this one as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Now, someone, in fact, I think it was Sniper Anon as well, was unkind enough to actually dig up some of James' past words regarding the Mooish people. Can you believe that, Artie? Right? The sheer effrontery to dig up what James had actually said in the past about this topic. It seems a bit unfair to me.
Well, that's anti-Semitic to show any video footage of any of them making themselves look bad.
Yeah, indeed. And this is Lindsay talking to Rabbi Barkley. He's on the scene now, as you can see. One of the things, right, like I love about like all these videos is just looking at the facial expressions, right?
Oh
Look at the facial expression on Rabbi Barclay's face, right? It's like, You're on very thin ice here, James. You don't want to say too much. You like having a family. You like having a bank account.
It's resting yin face. It's unbelievable. It's the same face every time of don't you make a wrong move. Don't you even try and do it.
So this is James trying to explain himself to the people who will not be explained to. We do the explaining. We do the explaining. Don't you try and explain to us.
That Adolf Hitler made that he records for himself in the first chapters of Mein Kampf, which I have bothered to read more than once. I don't speak German, so I didn't read it in German, but I have read it, and he's very clear that he's fighting with the Marxists. He's fighting with the Marxists. He's fighting with the Marxists. He can't stand the Marxists. You argue with them, they lie. The Marxist press prints nothing but lies, and the rest of the media goes along. He yells at them till his voice goes hoarse, drinks his bottle of milk, and comes back and yells at them some more. He's got all these rants about the Marxists. And then he says that one day he finally realized something interesting about them. All the Marxists, all the Social Democrats, which is what the Bolsheviks called their party, was the Social Democrat Party, all of them were Jewish.
Whoa! James, mooish for the stream, buddy. Jesus, my God. He's trying to blow up the stream over here. He's coming in hot with that one. Wow. And then we just never revisit this conversation.
That's right. But anyone literally saying this exact thing is now woke Reich. Except for James, who I have it on good authority, right? That he has been forgiven for these comments, right? He had to go to like a weird ritual. It involved like chickens and the funny hat and stuff like that. But he has now been officially forgiven for daring to say this stuff, and it's a good job too. Good job too. In rebuttal to the haters, the fucking haters. Can you believe people be hating on Lindsay? He presented this incredible document to demonstrate how Israel is at the foundation of America. This ancient document from October 2020. Okay.
October 2025.
Ancient document here. By the way, the homeland of people should really be called Zion. That's why they're called Zionists. Zion was the original name that was going to be given. I can only assume that they switched the name to Israel in order to get the dispensationalists on side. Zion is what it should really be called, right? I'm just saying, right? Oh my God, look at this fucking smug face.
That's every picture. He could be eating a delicious dessert or be at a gravesite, and he has the same face in every picture.
You mad work, right? Lol.
Dude. Well, that's the thing is like, then we'll see other people, like Brett Weinstein or just anybody be like, well, this is awfully antagonistic. This is kind of turning up the temperature. Hey, don't you think this is obviously going to generate? James, don't you think that their action is the real action right now? What he always says, Saul Alinsky.
Yeah.
Trying to get a reaction. Yeah,
their reaction is the real action. It sounds a bit Saul Alinsky to me. Sounds a bit woke right to me, James. But it's fine. You do you. You know what I find is really interesting is that this whole saga with James reveals something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, about how the laws of power are basically agnostic. Like the way power operates is it just is. It's like the laws of economics, right? Like that's why the left can use them, the right can use them, and so the more he runs away from the laws of power, the more he must return to them because he wishes to wield power. There's no way around it. What else have we got? Here he is at the October the 7th memorial trash pile. Basically, I presume this will be, kept for forever to honor.
Oh, all those cans are glued down at this point.
For fuck's sake. And here he is, just hanging out with the IDF, the women of the IDF. Yeah, I'm sure the fact that they're all women, and the people behind them are all men. I'm sure that's not chosen in any particular way.
He can't smile. It's the same face every time. He doesn't have any emotions. There's nothing left in him. He's like a Scientologist. He's just it would be stoic if he was thinking of anything.
Well, he's there with Billboard Chris, and Billboard Chris used to be a Sea Org member. So I didn't really realize it until someone said, and I looked at him. I'm like, oh my god, he's got the Scientology.
Yeah, he used to run security, and people that used to run away, he used to track them down and drag them back into the compound.
Wait, he used to be like RPF?
That's what he said. It was in his LinkedIn that where I read that.
So for those of you who aren't into Scientology org, right? Part of the Sea Org, which was Scientology, sort of like, it was originally like a boat when L. Ron Hubbard was basically wanted by a whole bunch of governments. But the Sea Org had a part in it called RPF, Reaction Project Force. Yes, that's the real name. And they would basically hunt down and like struggle people who like left Scientology. Oh, mate. Oh, that's really creepy, man. Holy shit.
Well,
now,
like, you wonder why he feels so comfortable going to these, dangerous situations.
Yeah, well, once I found that out about Billboard Chris, I was like, oh, that explains it, right? Because a big part of like high sort of end Scientology training is basically learning how to just have no emotion in the face of like abuse and stuff like that. That's what like the E-meter sort of like teaches you.
Yeah.
It, weirdly enough, like sort of just it's like a machine for like making sociopaths. Very, very weird. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense because, the whole sort of basis is like, well, if you can stop yourself from reacting to shit, then other people can't control you. Okay, I guess that's sort of true.
Right. But they never turn it back on for people to feel things again.
So Brett Weinstein had the temerity. I can't believe it, to come out and say that maybe, James shouldn't be dialing up the temperature like this, given these sort of like quite fraught atmosphere around the Mooish people at the moment.
Wow, what a fucking asshole.
What an asshole. The new grievance studies hoax looks to be next level. Can't wait for the big reveal. Skunk emoji. James did not like that. He did not like that. That's pretty,
you can't make any joke.
Sad.
You can't make any joke about James Lindsay. He can't handle a single criticism or joke. It's insane.
That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad, Brett. I can't believe you would stoop to criticizing James Lindsay. What the fuck is wrong with you? My God.
See, but it's so mooish. Always moralizing. Wow, I'm really disappointed in you. What are you, his fucking dad? I hate that shit.
It's sad. Sad, very sad. So then Brett replies, sad, I took your post to be deliberately provocative, which of course it is. And that's still how it reads to me. But if I have that wrong, if you tell me you were sincere and appealing to God through your Twitter account, then I will owe you an apology. And, so apparently this whole "Here I am, Lord, send me" was like something that Charlie Kirk said. So, James is like leaning on Charlie Kirk's like memory. Brett's like, thank you. That was helpful. I have, but the public nature of the gesture makes it fair game for interpretation. That was James's choice, and explicitly bringing Charlie into it puts it over the line in my book. You asshole, Brett. How dare you say that? Oh my God. Oh my God. James, of course, fires back. I don't take something like praying at something considered to be an important religious site glibly. Twitter is another matter.
So
he's on Twitter to own the trolls.
But this is like when Ilhan Omar described 9/11 as some bad guys did some stuff. I don't take something like praying at something. Everything's just reduced to the most vague, nebulous object possible. I was just doing something with some stuff, and all of a sudden you're freaking out over something. What are you saying? What do these thoughts actually sound like in James Lindsay's fucking mind?
Well, I hate to say it, right? This is what you get in materialists, because they don't believe in religion. Like, not really. Like, even the materialists, sort of like weak religionists, they don't really believe in it. Like, they don't think there's any difference in which God you pray to, right? They're like, oh, I could pray to Allah, or I could pray to like Jesus, or what. Like, there's functionally no difference. Like ecumenists, there is a difference. Source. What's your source for that? Well, I don't know, mate. You got to know this kind of shit, right? Like, can you show it to me in a book? Oh yeah, I could show you the Bible. Oh, that's clearly biased.
Yeah, but isn't that like just him saying praying at something? Like, wouldn't you regard what you're praying at instead of like calling it just something? So it's praying at this fucking stupid thing over here, and you're mad about it. You can't even like pay an actual homage to like you can tell he wasn't praying and it didn't mean anything to him. Like if I went to a liturgy, I was like, yes, I went to this fucking thing, and then afterwards you would call it what it is. I would imagine as an atheist. I don't know these things. I would just imagine that though.
I retweeted him and I said, listen, man, you got to be really careful, like who or what it is that you pray to. I didn't get a reply, obviously.
Really?
He visited Golgotha today too, but there's no picture of him like praying there or anything, right? Like, of course not, right? It's just, I went to Golgotha, like, which is supposedly where Jesus was crucified.
But he's posting it like he's fucking autistic.
Yeah.
So I went here today too. Oh, very good, James. You want to do shapes and colors next week? Do you have anything to say about it? Did you feel anything? Any emotion at all whatsoever? Dude, he is the most demoralized person I think I've ever seen on the internet. There's never an ounce of emotion coming out of him. It's just, I wrote 2,500 words. That's it.
Right. So, the interests were activated in defense of James to attack Brett Weinstein. It seems a bit anti-Semitic to me, right? To be criticizing Brett. I mean, isn't Brett Jewish? Like, wouldn't Brett be like a better authority? This is so complicated, bros. I don't know which side to take on this. Like, honestly, Entropion, the new challenger in the ring, the new woke centrist fighter. James demands singular respect because he ruthlessly called out the bullshit on his side until he wasn't welcome there anymore. It was never his side, right? He just attacked the left, and then when he got done with that, then he started attacking the right. But like so many others, Brett included, the right was there to support him in that effort. I wouldn't really call Brett like exactly right wing. I mean, I know he was, very against the COVID stuff, but you don't need to be right wing to be against like all that bullshit. Many people have made a very lucrative career through this move, uncertain and usually for principled reasons as it may be at start. But then James did something I haven't seen anyone else do. Having fully estranged himself from the left, he proceeded to call out the bullshit on the right when it became ascendant, estranging himself from others who lacked his courage or his morals. Oh, Sloppy Toppy is strong with this one. Without another side ready to greet the convert. Never seen anyone else do it. Certainly not Brett.
So that's possible. Or James was right when he said it about the left, and he's wrong when he says it about the right. Maybe there's also that. But as we saw in the Brett Weinstein conversation, he's wimp low from Kung Pao into the fist. He thinks losing is winning. He thinks the fact that people are mad at him, that means that's the more correct he is. He verbatim said that in their conversation.
It's unironically that 4chan thing, right? Like, you when you're over the target, you get flack. It's like all the 4chan schizos say.
Over
right?
the
like,
target, dude. I want to slap you in the face just hearing it.
When you piss a bunch of people off, you're like, only reason you're mad is because what I'm saying is true. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's emotionally underdeveloped.
So, we move on to the rest of the right-wing update for this week. Are you not entertained, chat? Matt Walsh has been being struggled. This is due to the woke Reich hit list that is going around at the moment. These are the people who must be cancelled. La, 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 la. Is jihad against the woke right? Tucker Carlson, Thomas Massey, Candace Owens. Who's that? Ian Carroll. Is that Ian Carroll? Daryl Cooper.
Owen Schroyer.
Owen Schroyer. Andrew Tate. Elijah Schaefer. Dan Bilzerian. Dave Green. Martin Taylor Green. Dave Smith. Sorry. Jake Shields. Matt Gaetz.
The Hodge twins.
Who are the two black
Hodge
guys?
twins.
Hodge twins.
Jackson Hinkle.
Jackson Hinkle, and of course,
Wow.
Fuentes,
Don't you think
the worst of
don't
them
you think
all?
all these people are pretty different? Like, what is the one thing they could possibly have in common?
What is the one thing that unites all of these people from such disparate views, Artie? I'm personally at a loss to think what that is. Do you think? I mean, I'm just spitballing.
They're all
here.
libertarians.
Do you think
Dave's a libertarian, right?
that's it. They're all libertarians.
Yeah,
right.
Jackson Hinkle is famous for his mega libertarianism.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Of course, you don't think it could be that they all criticize Israel, do you? I mean, that couldn't possibly be. I mean,
hold on.
Now,
hold on. I don't understand what does that mean? Criticize? You can't criticize Israel. You can only be anti-Semitic. There's only two options. Either you're with them or there's no in between. Because like whenever people say criticizing Israel, they're like, "Hey, I'm fine if you criticize Israel." Like what criticism, for example? And then they run away shrieking when you ask them that.
Super chat from Master Shake for $4.99 US Federal Reserve. No, it's good to see you, Master Shake. Cope springs eternal. It certainly does. It certainly does. There's like a spring of cope there somewhere, right? That just flows eternally. Right. So Matt has been struggled for a whole how long has this been going on?
Well,
right? 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say 2 weeks.
2 more weeks.
Oh no!
Basically,
since the chat leak.
That's right. Since the group chat leak, right? Because they're like, "Oh, do you denounce the group chat leak?" Now, basically, the idea is that they want Matt to denounce Candace Owens and a bunch of other people who are actually his friends IRL, right? They're not just people that he knows on the internet. These are actual people that he knows. And Matt, right, like the fucking Uber Chad is just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, right? I've got to say, my respect grows for him every day. I was like, surely he's gonna cuck, surely, but no. He has just kept saying no. I cannot unite with the left because they want me dead. They will spit on my grave when I die and laugh in the faces of my wife and children. There can be no unity with such people, but I will unite with anyone on the right. Anyone, Matt? Anyone? What if they made a spicy mustache man joke in the group chat? Surely that would disqualify them from your friendship, Matt. I can't believe
the exact same thing as the left. It's not different at all.
Well, this is the point about the rules of power, right? This goes back to what I was saying before. What happens, of course, in this situation is that if he cucks and he then denounces his friends because of the spicy group chat, then he is now essentially at their mercy forever. And as soon as this group of people say, oh, this person's like a Nutzi, this person did a mustache man post, you must denounce them, he will then be in their power. And I'm amazed the number of people who haven't learned this lesson. It's why you can't give money to a blackmailer, because if you give money to a blackmailer, then they're just going to keep wanting more money. It's not like you give money to a blackmailer once and they're like, oh, thank you very much. I'll just go on my way and never demand money again. It's just a continual process, right?
Right.
I hereby discard any grudge or personal feud I may have had with anyone on my side. Maybe we'll pick up these arguments sometime in the future. Now we have to stand together. Oh no, Matt. Oh no. Oh no. So this is known as the netter. No.
Does anybody really say netter except for them?
No, it's just them, right? Like it's just this guy Gummy. I don't know. He's been very, very active in the kosher centrist sphere.
That's what it is. It's kosher centrist.
Open-minded conservative. Strive for intellectual honesty. 4-star gummy bear. Team Western civilization. Judeo-Christian probably. He's getting Ben Shapiro is getting threats from both sides. I can't believe it. How could you ally with these people? James, of course, extended an olive branch.
Now the only reason why he did this is because Matt Walsh, as we'll see in the Daily Wire video, literally talked about extending an olive branch. So he's doing this to mock Matt Walsh because he's like, oh, but he's implying he hates Israel. Tell me what the joke is here.
Look, the real question is, where did that olive branch come from? Is it a real olive branch if it wasn't torn from like the tree of like a settler in the West Bank after they've gotten like you know, I made myself sad. An olive branch for Matt Walsh. So this is the plan. They're trying to like split Matt Walsh off from the woke Reich, right? And the implicit threat basically is like, Matt, if you don't denounce these people, you'll be on the list. You'll be added to the sinister 16. But Matt's not having it. He's not having it. And as this goes on, of course. Oh, someone in the chat is like, what does NETA mean? It means no enemies to the right. It's basically a call for right-wing unity and just saying like, look, in these existential times, we really shouldn't be like fighting with each other. We've got like bigger fish to fry, essentially, right?
Which, you know, makes like when you're in a war, and we are in a very freezing cold war, and there's generations of warfare. So we are in a war right now. When you're in a war, you really don't call out people on your side for very minimalistic things that don't matter compared to the existential threat you're facing. You know, the people trying to wipe you off the planet.
Yeah. It's like someone's trying to set your house on fire and you're like, you know, having some like bitchy argument with your girlfriend. And you're like, listen, could we put this aside until like the house isn't burning down? And like, then we can go back to our like bitchy argument, right? Seth Dillon, of course, from the Babylon Bee. You'll never believe this, chat. Someone said like, you know, a threat against him. I mean, I'm pretty sure like everyone in this space gets like threats on the reg. But you know, he like got this person like doxxed, called the cops, and now the Florida Attorney General is like, last week our Office of Statewide Prosecution was noted of multiple specific death threats made to Jewish conservative media members who live in Florida. After investigation, we obtained an arrest warrant for Nicholas Ray of Spring, Texas. He is now in custody and will be extradited to Florida to face charges of extortion, written threats to kill, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, everyone can just, you know, what? It's very unique that there was death threats, right? Anyone can just get that kind of attention on that matter.
But you'll never guess this, Artie. Look at the accounts that he was following on Twitter.
Oh, awesome. Is there a longer list I can follow?
All 5 of the account. Who the fuck only follows 5 accounts on Twitter? This is definitely not a psyop, right? I absolutely refute that this could be a psyop. Israeli Pros, Martin Talk Cowboys, Paul Miller, APAC Tracker, and Candace Owens. Man, they really want rid of fucking Candace Owens. Shit, they want rid of her so fucking bad.
Dude, she's just spiting them at this point with the shit that she's saying. She doesn't give a shit if it's true or not. It's pure antagonization.
But the thing is, bros, it doesn't seem to be working. This is Brett Cooper, who I believe used to work at the Daily Wire. Just basically saying exactly this, right? Like, look, I'm not going to denounce my friends. You can all fuck off, right? I approve. We need to bring back loyalty to one's friends, and not just this sort of like this is the way the left gets you, right? They wait for someone in your circle to make, you know, a spicy comment, and then they're like, oh well, you must denounce. They get all fucking Maoist on your ass. But what about loyalty to your friends? Right?
Well,
loyalty to your friends is an important virtue. How can you call yourself someone's friend if as soon as like someone goes, oh, you know, they made a spicy comment in the group chat, and you're like, right, oh, that's it. I want nothing to do with them.
Well, I know, but that's what's gross is that it's an atheist convincing people that I guess are Christians into like behaving this way. That's the creepy part.
From Art and Party for Canate 2 loonies.
What
a toonie.
Absolute laney.
Though you a toonie, though you were afraid to show it. JL statue meme. I don't. Which meme is that? Artie, do you mean the? I think we did show the meme. Didn't you arrive late, mate?
Yeah. Was the statue of was the statue of a black woman so big I used to have sex with a woman that was that size? Is that how big she was?
The EBT Shaniqua, yes. Right. So this is Brett Cooper. She's pretty easy on the eyes.
Oh, you're
I will not
gay
stop.
because she looks exactly like Ben Shapiro. You are gay. You are very gay for thinking that.
You're the one who put Abby Shapiro's generous milkers in the thumbnail.
Yeah, and
right?
everyone, feel free to like the stream because we're almost at 200. The milkers bring the fellas, baby. Okay.
Being friends with Candace Owens, who has become like a big sister to me because the internet demands it. I will not attack Matt just because I no longer work with him or because the internet has decided to pile on to him for the 27th millionth time. I also will not pile on to attacks on Ben Shapiro's character because he was nothing but kind and supportive of me during my time at Daily Wire. And that is a fact. I just won't do it. And if you have a problem with any of that, that's fine. That is your prerogative. It simply means that we have different values. And guess what? It is a free country. That is the beauty of America. I will not stop being friends with.
What a stupid bitch. Kosher centrists, attack!
Attack! Kill the unbeliever!
How reasonable, how completely you can disagree and whatnot, but here's the thing. They don't just attack. They go, wow, Brad, really disappointed, dude. You know, I've been following you for a long time, and it's really a shame. Hopefully you see the light and you come around. I'm just really disappointed in you. That is the most mooiest thing that could ever moo, and it drives me up a wall.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I thought this was really wholesome, right? This is why I played it. I just thought this was like just really wholesome, right? And we need more of that, right? Like not just like, oh my God, spicy group chat, you know, like denounce your friends. That's leftist shit. Oh, and of course, Lindsay in with the spicy take. Fair, you're a media personality. We don't hate the media enough.
What the hate? How is the word hate? How is the word hate in there? How is the word? You could have said this in so many different ways, but that's an example of not transing the kids, not encouraging political violence. We don't hate the media enough because of what you just heard from Brett Cooper. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
Oh my God. Like that's so fucking savage, man, right? Like
it's psychotic.
Just attack the girl, James. Go for it, mate.
You don't hate her enough. But here's the thing. But he does the plausible deniability thing. What would he say? He would go, I just said we don't hate the media enough. I never said I hate her. That's what he would say.
Yeah, exactly. I can't help it if you got that implication that was very clearly implied from what I said, right?
That's all he does is plausible deniability. When like they really got to him, they really got in his ear. It really is from when he had an anti-Semitism struggle session. We covered this in the last stream, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And then since then, he was like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. This is why you have to be right wing, fellas. This is why."
Death takes. Is James schmitting again? Yeah, he is. I mean, he schmits.
You gotta be fucking schmitting me, dude.
Mate, he schmits harder than anyone. Like it's like in terms of like schmitting people, he is like the uber fascist of the Fashington fash, right? Like he's just literally like, oh my God,
hate her.
Helicopter ride
because she likes Candace Owens still, and Ben Shapiro, by the way, which Ben Shapiro to him is friend, and Candace Owens is enemy, but that he's so friend enemy that she cannot like the enemy. Now she is enemy, even though she likes friends. No enemies. Enemies. You know, it's no enemies to the center.
It's so lacking in nuance, right? Like it's so like I know a bunch of people on the right who are nowhere near as like friend enemy. Like this is the classic irony. You know, the friend enemy distinction doesn't exist. But what this is really about, right, is that James, right, and this is a very mooish tactic as well. He is aware of the laws of power, right? He wishes to use them. He doesn't want anyone else to use them, right? So to anyone else, he pretends that they don't exist while he uses them exclusively. This is the plan. Only we can use the rules of power. Only we can exercise power. Everybody else must be like wrought with indecision and be like, oh, well, you know, you can't understand how power works. Like, you know, maybe instead of like exercising power, you should sit around and like do nothing and debate with yourself and like mentally like jerk off, right? We get to use the rules of power.
I know, but you always make a really important distinction where the right wing discusses these things open and transparently and just describes it as it is. But when you ignore it and don't discuss it, that's when actual malice and evil happens with these tactics.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
How close are we to the Daily Wire?
Right, let's go. Yeah, because we're at the hour mark, aren't we? Okay, right. Okay, right. So, Artie found this. This is Matt Walsh on the Daily Wire. We're into the second hour of the show, bros. Ding, 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 ding. And we're making good time. Nice.
So the reason why I wanted to bring this up now, if you could go to the do you have the Daily Wire YouTube video pulled up of this so we can look at the comments?
Yeah, I can get it. What's it called?
Just Friendly Fire, Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh. So if you look at the comments of this video, it is overwhelmingly comments that are like, Matt Walsh, blink twice if you need help. Okay. It is painfully obvious that Matt Walsh is uncomfortable and doesn't want to be there. Here, go in cold and just read them.
It's okay, Matt. We love you. If you need help, send up a smoke signal, blink, leave a note somewhere. I don't know, but we'll come and save you. Fucking hell.
Why does Walsh look like he was kidnapped? 762 likes, by the way.
I'll give that a like, just out of principle. Oh my God.
Matt Walsh, blink if you're being held hostage. Ben Shapiro, get back to work, Matt Walsh. Psh, psh. It's littered with this, okay?
Matt, smile if you need help. Ben's giving Matt the same look he gave to Charlie. Ooh.
Dude.
Spicy.
Everyone can tell that Matt will. So you'll see in this. So this is their 10-year anniversary, fellas. Okay, this is how they're celebrating 10 years, and I just want you to really take in this chemistry that these four men have. Now, Candace Owens left, pretty big draw. We can all agree. Brett Cooper left, pretty big draw. We can all agree. Jordan Peterson might be leaving all of us soon. Pretty big draw. We can all agree. So I want you to think to yourself, like. Weren't they going bankrupt not too long ago? Like 6 months ago, there was a word in the street.
And they got like an infusion of capital through
they did.
Complex. Like, did they do a stock split or some very complicated financial maneuver?
Yeah, some complicated financial maneuver that they made up that they know how to use. That's not complicated to them at all.
Yeah, that doesn't sound characteristic of anything at all.
All right, dude. You're going in cold. You haven't seen this yet. I want you to really take in how uncomfortable Matt Walsh is. He no-sells it. If fellas are
just look at that first frame, right? Just look at the. You know what this reminds me of? Do you know the meme of who's the guy who did Dilbert?
Scott
Adams, right? Have you seen the meme where he's like drinking coffee and he's got that like? Wait, he looks
so
sus,
if the fellas are familiar with wrestling, you know when the wrestler doesn't sell a move, he no-sells it. He no-sells everything in this. He is not there mentally. He's somewhere else. Oh,
super chat. ARS 100 is that Argentinian?
Oh, dude, that's like $7,000 if you convert it.
Oh, thank you so much from Soul on the Lich. Suddenly, so much Shapiro praise. So believable. I love trash.
No,
is that a trash
juice.
Bin?
It's a juice box.
Oh, juice. I love the juice. So now Lindsay is parading himself like those Insta whores that get a modeling at Dubai. Oh, nobody tells them what the job consists of. Yeah, well, exactly.
He's going to be left with a pretty big mess all over him.
Oh, mate. This is going to end bad. I have a prediction that Lindsay's career is about to like take a sharp tick upwards somehow, right? Like you'll get a show.
I bet you by the end of the year he might have 550,000. It might go up 550,000 followers. It's already gone up. It was going down for a while. Now it's starting to go up because think of all of the glory. It just takes Netanyahu. It just takes Jonathan Greenblatt. Yeah. It just takes all of these giant voices coming together to do this messaging discipline globally for him to get an extra 2,000 followers. Okay.
I look, you know, I can't say for certain, but my feeling is this is going to end really badly, right? I think he's going to make him because he's so retarded. Like, I don't.
But James Lindsay unironically goes, "You'll rue the day. You'll all see. You'll all see how right I am every fucking day." And he's moving further and further from this. Okay,
God.
okay. Matt Walsh, I want everyone to
okay,
empathize. Everyone feels how Matt Walsh feels in this video. Okay, if you had to talk to Ben Shapiro about this.
Charlie, like it should take you at least an hour to get there, but no, we're starting off hot right
That's
here.
actually our whole show. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. No, do you know what today is? Today is actually two momentous events.
Jesus, look at Matt Walsh's face. I mean, you know what that means in body language when someone is covering their mouth like that, right? It means they want to say something, but they can't.
I can't wait for you to see the rest of his body language if you think that means something.
Oh my God.
Because we're celebrating a decade of the Daily Wire, not backward, but by looking forward. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, this is the 8-year anniversary of Mr. Walsh at this company.
Is it?
Really?
Yes.
Do we celebrate that exactly? Is that the celebrate? Is that the word we're looking for?
Mourn, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I mean,
do I get anything? Do I get like a cupcake? Anything?
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I think that you get a very large check.
Pause it.
I mean, like, like on a regular.
You get no gift, Goy. You get already paid in a financial transaction, and my book allows me to do that. Hey, can I get? Can the Gentile get a gift? You already get paid. Whoosh, whoosh, back to work. How funny is that? Ben Shapiro's like, "Oh, we already pay you," and it's like, well, usually in our culture, Ben, there's an anniversary. Maybe you give somebody a gift. And Ben Shapiro just didn't assimilate. Can you believe it? Doesn't understand it.
Basis, so there's that. I mean,
yeah, but I still want a cupcake.
You know what we'll give you, Matt? You do get something. You will get to sound off on whether or not black people are disabled, as the Supreme Court reliably informed you. You will get to sound off on whether or not young.
He doesn't fucking care.
It's cheesy. He wants to hang out like regular people do. And this is all canned. And here's the thing. They keep painting him as like the edgy guy on the channel. See how he's the faux racist, the fake racist? They keep making an identity for him and treat him like a dancing monkey instead of just like having a conversation with him.
Republicans can talk about that in group chats. And you will get to sound off on whether or not Gen Z is de-gayifying itself. All of that you'll get to hear from Isabel Brown. You'll get to hear from Jeremy and the Pendragon. Finally, we're going to get this great Pendragon release, you know, the first look at it. We're going to get so much. But first, we're going to look back. Because, Matt, 8 years ago, you were in a car, and now you're not in a car.
Sit with it.
Oh, are we throwing to something, or are you just saying that to me?
No, I'm just saying that to you.
Oh. Gone. He's fucking gone, dude. What's happening right now? Is something happening? Is this a show? What is this? What are we doing right now?
So wait, is he saying that before the Daily Wire picked up Matt Walsh, he was living in his car?
This is a classic story. Yeah, this is a classic Matt Walsh story where he was living in his car and then he was making online videos, and then so 8 years ago, so he's been there for 8 of the 10 years they've been operating. So he ain't doing anything else, and he has like 5 kids, so like he doesn't want to switch things up. You know, he just wants to do his stuff at the Daily Wire. He doesn't want to have to redo everything.
That sounds like a backhanded threat. Remember where you were before we picked you up, Matt? You don't want to go back to living in your car with all your kids now, do you? Be very bad for your family.
Dude, he time traveled. He went somewhere else in his brain, and he was like, "What? Why
would you mention that? Oh my God!
I thought we were because something came on. I thought we were throwing.
There's a picture.
Yeah, I was. Oh, there's the picture. I don't know if this. Yeah, that was me in the car.
And that prompts me to take a little trip down memory lane on our video screens.
This year, the Daily Wire turns 10.
Did you see how cheesy this is? Okay, I cut a lot of this out, but so I want to know what demographic this is for. This is, mind you, this is the 10-year anniversary, and Matt Walsh already no-sold his origin story. Okay, so let's see how much better this gets.
I mean, this is for the kosher centrists, right? Like, surely, like the Daily Wire, generally speaking, is for the kosher centrists and the Christian Zionists, right? Like that is their target market, right? Am I wrong?
No, man. 10 years at the Daily Wire. Let's go. Yeah.
let's go, radical, bro.
That's right, 10 years of leftist tears, bottled, unfiltered, and sold for a profit. 2024, Am I Racist hits theaters.
Your movie is really funny. It's really funny.
Crushes the box office, crushes DEI, and crushes Joy Reid's will to live.
Raise a glass if you're racist.
Oh.
To racist.
We're not done yet. So far this year, we opened a DC office. Join the White House press pool.
Pause it. So far this year, we opened a DC office. That's comforting, isn't it?
Why DC?
I don't know. That's the new Hollywood, isn't it? DC. That's where all the entertainers go.
That's where all the entertainment companies like wind up, right? Like DC.
We made this documentary. We're slowly gaining power in your government.
Welcome, Isabel Brown. Now, the Daily Wire is a media empire. Billions of views, cultural wins, stacked like Biden gaffes.
Oh.
And all because of you.
Oh God, this is so bad. Oh,
dude, can you feel
making me
can you
cringe.
feel how bad Matt Walsh wants to leave? It's the 10-year, and he's like, "What am I doing?" Like, how much longer do you think they have? Honestly, because everyone in the comments can tell that Matt Walsh is going in a different direction politically, and they've already lost top talent. So you want to see what their genius plan is? Get ready for how dubious and mooish
Get ready
this plan is
for what we have in store for the next decade.
Well, believe it or not, that was actually, I think, kind of fun to look back at the last.
Believe it or not, I think that was fun. Really a salesman.
Wasn't that fun, my fellow?
Believe it or not, that was fun, right? You believe it? Do you not believe it?
Jesus.
10 years. But here's the thing. We're not going to just do a bunch of looking back, because it's time to look forward to the future, to a lifetime of joy with us. Because here's the thing. We do have a brand new thing. It is called the Daily Wire Lifetime Membership.
Pause it.
It's one membership.
All right, everybody. I want you to guess how much you pay one time for the lifetime membership. So start guessing in chat.
Right. So
you can, if you want, you can look this up and buy some time, because they're not going to say it here, and they shouldn't. So
this is an indication that they're about.
Oh, you think?
Right. Like,
yeah.
Because that's when you sell lifetime memberships. Is when you're about to go out of business.
It's perfect. Fellas, what do we think? One time, because you're going to be a lifetime, guys. Okay, this is a good deal. So how much do we think it is? We have TBP for 500. We got 7,000. So I want you to look it up. Just type in Daily Wire lifetime membership.
Okay.
We got Hurt Chain with 1,000. We have Quizits Chatterack with 1,500. 666. Beautiful. Okay. It looks like some fellows looked it up.
Okay, it's $1,000. Oh, no, $1,500. $1,500.
Okay, now
lifetime membership.
Now, yeah, but that you can't know whether or not that's a good deal, because when do you break even?
Yeah.
So what is it per month normally for this juiced up thing, right?
Okay. Monthly subscription.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when would we break even? So what are our options?
Okay. $4 a month is the basic thing. $14 a month.
All access is $20 per month. Okay.
$20 a month. So
that's what's that? $240 a year.
$240 a year. Yeah, that's right. Right. So it'd be like
just over
7 years.
Just over 6 years, you're breaking even. When they've already lost their top talent. Guys, lifetime. We're going to be around for the rest of our lives.
Honestly,
of course, Ben Shapiro delivered that line too. Yeah, I bet, buddy.
that in my opinion is the clearest like indication they're about to go under. Wait. Let's check out Social Blade. Would
no.
that be?
I don't know.
Let's see. Daily Wire. Where is it?
You have to put in the exact channel name, so it's no spaces. It might be an underscore or whatever.
Daily Wire Plus. Here we go.
It's probably doing good. Yeah, look at
Yeah, views. Yeah,
they recently removed 17 videos, so I don't know how bless his heart Jordan Peterson's doing, but I don't know what 17 videos they just removed. But of course their views are doing good. Of course they are. They have to be.
Oh right, no, I need a subscription to look.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Monthly gain subs. It doesn't look great, bros. To be perfectly honest, they are like losing. They're losing subs,
dude. But lifetime, Fist, lifetime. You never have to pay them $1,500 ever again. And I mean, just think about it. You're breaking even in 6 years. You'll start getting a return on your investment in like 2032. There's gonna be a Democrat that's already gonna be president for 4 years, and then we're already gonna go back to another Republican, and that's when you're gonna save money.
Gives you all access for the rest of your natural life and perhaps beyond, because I can't actually speak to what happens after that with any.
Yeah, I bet you can't.
Yeah,
I bet you can't. Speak. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thanks very much for that, Ben.
Look at Matt Walsh right now.
Oh my god, he's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's like his soul is leaving his body. Oh my god, punished Matt Walsh. Oh my god, he needs an eye patch, mate. Right? Like oh my god.
Politico. Let's talk about Politico. This is one of the big stories happening right now. And for anyone who's not familiar, Politico published a couple days ago this big hit piece revealing the private group chat conversation of some young Republicans. And the young Republicans are not elected officials. They're not anyone that anyone's even heard of for the most part. There's one person in the group chat, apparently, who works in the Trump administration, who is not recorded having said anything. So he was in it, but as far as we know, he didn't say anything, quote unquote, offensive. But there were other comments made in the group chat, as Politico reveals, that were a lot of edgy jokes and a lot of
Matt. Ben is making that face again. I'm like,
what do you mean that face? Do you mean the face?
Yeah, the face. I keep seeing it everywhere, right? Like now that I've seen it, I can't fucking unsee it. They're all got this same like face. Like, look, when we cover Tommy, right? I'll show you what I mean. It's endemic.
A lot of offensive language that's being used in this group chat, and most of it, as Politico finally admits in the article, if you read all 57 paragraphs of it, they'll finally admit that, yeah, most of this is supposed to be a joke. Although they don't, of course, put that in the headline. And the title of the article has the quote, "I love Hitler." And when you look at the context of that comment in the group chat, it's very obvious that it is a joke. It's sarcasm. Very much in line with the kind of sarcasm Republicans use all the time about, yeah, I'm real far right. I guess I love Hitler.
Pause it.
Along the lines of me having.
Think of what the left gets away with publicly, and think of what this is privately, and then to take the centrist, to take the neutered right-wing position of, well, yeah, but we should still say that Hitler bad though, right? We should still it's just there to be demoralizing, dude. I am so done saying Hitler bad. I can only say Hitler good now. It's just defiance at this point. It's whatever will bother you, I need to say, because my entire life, you come to that realization when you have your right-wing awakening. You're like, yeah, I have heard this same thing my entire life, and it never leads to a deeper dialogue or discussion. It always is just meant to silence. Wow, this has been happening for decades in my life, and I can control when it no longer has an effect on me. It's starting to drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's a thought terminating cliche is what we call that in the business. Yeah.
Theocratic fascist in my Twitter bio, which isn't entirely a joke, but it's mostly a joke.
Pause it.
So
Theocratic fascist. It's kind. I think he's ready to leave. Do you think he's ready to leave the Daily Wire? It's kind of a joke, but yeah, they would like you to die. Not really, but kind of really. Kind of, yeah. Kind of too many of you, but
this kind of this.
Oh my God.
This kind of breaks down a few different ways, and for me, the story here is not the group chat, because these are private messages between people that no one knows. These are not relevant people. And the only reason why the media is showing us this, the only reason why they're doing this is obviously it's a political hit. And in particular, they're trying to distract from the fact that the left has spent the last month, I mean, really much longer than that, but especially the last month, openly celebrating political violence. And now we have a attorney general candidate, who's probably gonna be the next attorney general of Virginia, who was in his own messages saying, not as a joke, that he wants his political opponents to die and even their children to die. And he was very specific that he was not joking about it. And so the left is looking to distract from that, and their way of doing it is by somehow obtaining these messages and putting them out to distract us. And, you know, some Republicans have been very quick to offer their denunciations, to say how offended they are, how horrible these messages are, that everybody involved should be fired, that they should never be allowed in politics again. I think that response is foolish. I think it gives the left exactly what they want. I have really appreciated.
yes. Do you have something to say, Mr. Fist?
Yes, I was muted. Yes, the left, Matt. The left is the only group that benefits from this. There is no other group that benefits from this, just the left. And they did basically already get their first scalp. This guy who was about to be confirmed for the office of special counsel had to pull out because of this. And you know Politico has tons of these. They're just going to use it basically to like gatekeep, you know. It's not the left. It's the kosher centrists. Yes, we were mute-fisted. Sorry about that.
J.D. Vance's response. Now, I think the vice president has struck exactly the right chord on this, because he's not going to play the game. And instead, what he's done is he has redirected the conversation back to the thing that the left is trying to distract us from. There's one reason and one reason only that this story exists. And it's to get us to stop talking about Jay Jones and the leftists who've been celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Yep.
So like the left will ignore like violence, murders, and cars being lit on fire. But we have to focus on this fucking chat, dude. Are you kidding me? And then he makes the point, either online or in this video, that like, oh, well, I can't help but notice that it's not the left that's still bringing this up to me 2 weeks later, trying to struggle session me. He says that. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the last month. That's the only reason that the story exists. And so J.D. Vance's point is, no, I'm not going to play that game with you. I'm not going to give you what you want. Instead, I'm going to redirect the conversation back to the thing that you're trying to distract us from. And I think that that's exactly the right move. I think there's some disagreement about that, though. There's more to be said about it.
I mean, so I would agree with you that quote unquote policing, you need to be prudent about how you police. I also.
Who decides what is prudent policing and what isn't, Ben? Is that a decision that you would take unto yourself or something? Like,
it's just like listening to James Lindsay speak, where it's just these vague platitudes that don't mean anything over and over again.
I also think that everyone agrees, I would assume, Matt included, and Matt, you tell me if I'm wrong here, that there are certain things that can be said that social consequences should actually attend to. Certainly that's true on the left, right? If you say that you want to murder the Speaker of the House and then calls the kids fascist, there should be social consequences that actually attend to that. I agree with everything you say about the difference between a private group chat between a bunch of young Republican idiots who are outbasing each other, and the attorney general candidate in Virginia actually saying the thing running for office. Now, I will say I don't think these people are kids. I don't think 31-year-old's a kid. I don't like using the sort of language of kids to describe people, but it has led to, I think, a reactionary response on some parts of the right to say there should be no policing ever at all, no social consequences.
I need
ever
you to
attend.
tell me what is a reactionary response?
Well, you mean like a dialectical sort of, canceling, basically, right? Is what they mean. They mean like.
What do you mean by the word reactionary? Because that's the
Well,
word that the
I mean-
left uses against the right. What does it mean when someone on the right uses the word reactionary against somebody else on the right? What the fuck that word mean? It can't.
Well,
it can't mean anything different than what the left says.
No, of course it doesn't. It just means people that you want removed from politics. It's the thing you say, like someone's
reactionary.
a reactionary.
Means that they are trying to conserve something in the country.
Well, no, it means that they are against progress,
right?
However that is defined, right? Like whatever goal it is you're trying to push, the reactionaries are the people who are in any way impeding this goal. Right?
So then that would
the
be
kosher
Ben
centrists
Shapiro being progressive right now, right? How else can you? You can't call someone a reactionary and be right wing. You can't take it negatively if you're right wing.
He's just using the language of power. This is what it like again to try and be like, oh no, we don't believe in power. But when we do believe in power and when we do wield it, we're going to be all like, artsy fartsy about it and fluffy about it and not try and conceal the fact that we are using the language of power in order to remove our political opponents.
We need to own the word reactionary and make them like, yeah, I'm reactionary. What do you mean by that? Because that's a Marxist term.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah, it is a Marxist term. Yeah.
To things that are said on the right, that it's basically just pure my side versus your side. The problem I have is, number one, I think that's immoral, and number two, I don't think that's pragmatic. I don't think that's moral because I think that there are things that get said on the right that are really, really, really ugly, and pretending those away doesn't make them go away. I think that they're rising. I think that they're getting more common. I know that my death threats from that side are getting more common. I know I have more security because of that, and it's not just from the left. I have lots of security from the left, and I also get lots of security from the right. Matt, I think a little bit earlier today you tweeted that kind of your litmus test is the people who are trying to kill you, and I totally get that. I also have that litmus test. The difference is that I think that if somebody tries to kill you, Matt, there's a good shot that it's going to be a leftist. If somebody tries to kill me, it's a freaking Agatha.
Really, Ben Shapiro? Really? People on the right all of a sudden are coming for you, dude? Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Christie novel. I just don't know which direction the bullet is coming from at this point, given the sort of various and sundry radical extremes that exist. I'm not going to say that the right is equivalent to the left in this respect, because I don't think it's been mainstreamed to nearly the same effect on the right that it has been on the left. But to pretend that it has not infiltrated a lot of very important spaces, I think is sort of whistling past the graveyard. Now, again, that's not about the Politico story. There's more of a broad commentary about where we are in the movement. And as a matter of sort of morality, we all have things where, again, I'm not saying cast into the outer darkness, right? I'm not calling for any of these people who I think everyone knows who I'm referring to. But I don't think I'm calling for any of these people.
Okay, so I'm not calling. This is what they always do. I don't think anyone should be silenced. Freedom of speech. Where's the but? Where's the but?
Yeah.
And how's he going to do it? Yeah. Also, fellas, feel free to like the stream if you haven't already. We're doing pretty good right now for viewers, and this helps share it to more people. So it's much appreciated if you can like the stream.
How many live viewers have we got?
Oh, 194. We have 63 likes, so there's a disparity there. We got like 33%. If we can get that up to a half chub, a half boner, something where you're drunk, but it's chubby enough to fuck, 50% should do it. Do we have a...
I don't think these people should be cast into the outer darkness, but they should be just cast into the inner darkness. And, removed from public life until they've had a chance to reflect. Perhaps they could take a trip to Israel.
Do we have a super chat?
Visit a museum or two, make a public apology, and then they'll be let back into public life. We got a super chat from Deadpool Kid. Deadpool Kid, good to see you, mate. $5
DPK.
Guys. I know we're all very upset about CK and the left celebrating it, but we shouldn't react. We must stick to our principles.
Dude,
yes, exactly.
It's maddening. It's a reactionary. That's strictly a leftist term. Like, did a man say that to another man? Well, What would you think of me if I'm like, dude, you're being a reactionary right now? You call me a faggot. Like, you're like, what? What did you say to me?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would call you a leftist faggot. I'd be like, what the fuck?
You're
right?
fucking with me right
Yeah.
now, right? So you're not serious.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Matt
Every frame,
Walsh's face.
every single frame.
Oh my God.
Sometimes the other ones are laughing. Sometimes at no point does he even. He's got James Lindsay face. He's got James Lindsay in Israel right now, dude. Nothing. He's given nothing.
People to be deplatformed, removed from YouTube, or removed from Twitter. In fact, I've called for many of these people, Nick Fuentes, for example, to actually be returned to
Now, this is
Twitter.
interesting.
Despite
This
the
is
fact that we have some pretty significant disagreements, including the fact that he thinks that
Ben Shapiro has tried to not name Nick Fuentes for years. Same with Charlie Kirk. Same with Jordan Peterson for a long time. Now, do you notice how he's naming him? I believe, and this may lead into generational warfare later on, I believe they need to give the right as much rope as they can right now and really inflate them and really say that, like, Nick Fuentes just got, 300 messages being like, he just mentioned your name. Ben Shapiro doesn't, they hid it for so long. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to mention his name. I think that was intentional.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they're going to do with Fuentes what they were basically doing with Alex Jones for a while. They use them to define the Voldemort, as it were. You know what I mean? Tommy Robinson was like that in the UK. He was fulfilling that function, basically, as the sort of the hate sponge. So you can say, oh, yes, I'm for these positions, but I'm not like that, right? Like you define the outer limit of acceptable discourse, right, with a person, basically.
that I and people like me are scurrilous, sons of Satan, or whatever, however he would put it. But that is a different thing from, is this person part of, quote unquote, the movement that I belong to? And the answer there is he doesn't think I'm part of the movement that he belongs to, which he's made very clear. And so that gets into the question of there's the morality of when someone says something bad, should you condemn it? And I think that as a general matter, you can do what Winsome Sears did, right? Winsome Sears is running against the attorney general candidate in Virginia. She was asked about the Politico chat. She said, yeah, that's bad. Now you do Jay Jones, which seems to me like a pretty good answer. On the pragmatic side, I fundamentally disagree with.
No. If you say it's bad, then they're gonna go see it's bad, and then they're gonna go see Ben Shapiro said it's bad. So do you think it's bad? And it just spreads. You just don't. You just do what the left does, which makes us the left, right? You just don't address it. You just got that. I think it's a group chat. I mean, there's people dying outside. You want to know what you should do? You should do a whataboutism every time. To not talk about it.
I agree.
This idea that the reason that the right, quote unquote, loses is because we fragment while the left is unified. The left is losing because it unified around its crazies. Do not unify around.
The left is lose. The left went away. The left just went away. Trans kids went away. Racism went away.
Yeah.
The political violence just went away.
No. Look, the left lost, Artie, because they unified around their crazies. Not because Biden was literally like totally Alzheimer's. Not because Mayorkas untold numbers of millions of violent migrants into your country. No. Not because they like literally had like hate speech laws and all this like trans bullshit. No, man. The left lost because they unified around their radicals. Not like Biden like standing in front of like red lights with his fists all clenched, calling half the population of the America fascist. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, I feel like they wanted to push it. I mean, can we agree that they pushed it pretty far with trans kids? They pushed it pretty far. So they wanted to push it as far as humanly possible. Then they wanted to lose, and then they want the right to be emboldened. They need a boogeyman.
But that wasn't a radical position. That was a mainstream left position. It still is a mainstream left position because it's fundamental to this idea of liberal individualism, that there should be nothing static about the person ever. And it is completely unfair for anything that you are born in to be permanent.
Does James Lindsay ever tell you what he means by liberty by any chance? Do we ever have too much liberty?
No. Like, he doesn't. This is the thing. He doesn't really get into complicated stuff anymore, James. He just does like never again is now posting just forever and ever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what he's on like episode.
Dude, he's just reading Mein Kampf for like 3 months now. It's like, could you crack open Carl Schmitt by any chance? Maybe could you read Oren McIntyre since you're going to talk so much? Can you read the people that you're criticizing? No, I'm just got my nose in this Mein Kampf, man. I can't put it down.
No, his latest one was actually on Schmidt. Again, I haven't listened to it. I must
horrific.
confess.
Why would you listen to it? You already know what it's going to be like.
Well, no, look, I probably should. I'll crank it up to like 1.5 speed.
Instead.
I'll
If you're
through it.
gonna hurt yourself, just cut yourself instead. Don't listen to it. Deadpool Kid with $5, mate.
Deadpool Kid, $5 every night. Ben has to always look in his closet to see if Nick is hiding.
That's how it used to be, but now he's naming him. He didn't have to name him. I feel like that's very intentional.
Yeah, I think it is very intentional. Yeah, I agree.
You're crazies. Sure, the crazies can vote for you. They can vote for your party. You can't stop them from doing that. It's a free country. But that doesn't mean they should have like a decisive voice in the future of the movement, because if you do that, you end up with the trans movement running the Democratic Party, and you lose from here to forever. It's the Democratic solidarity that's destroying them.
So what happens if we have the paleocons running the country? What happens if our crazies run the country? Gula, a concentration camp. No. This is what you're afraid of. Is what they would really do.
Yeah. And I would argue that even the paleocons have a much better grasp on reality than the left.
It's observable reality.
Like, it's observable reality, right? Again, like, I mean, there might be like, small differences, but fundamentally the right has a much better grasp of reality. That's why when they build civilizations, they persist. And when the left does, they collapse immediately. Instantly.
The Democrats as sort of fragmentary
so
party.
Hang on, let me we'll go to Drew just a second. I just want to respond to two things there. And the first is, and I've heard this argument that, well, the left is losing because they failed to drive out the radical elements of their party. I think there's a false premise there, though. I don't think that's actually happening. I think, Mamdani, one of the most radical political figures we've ever seen in this country, is about to be the mayor of our largest city.
Because there are no Republicans or moderates.
Excellent point, Matt. Goodness me.
Dude, he is keeping a lot of people there because just listen how boring it is when Ben Shapiro talks. Everything's a canned response. Like, just go on Fox News, bro. Like, that's all you guys have at this point. I do like Michael Knowles and Matt Walsh. From what I see from them, I like it. Now, I obviously like Matt Walsh more than Michael Knowles, but Michael Knowles, I believe, is charming in his debates with the left. And I believe he does ultimately a good service because he's, Matt Walsh doesn't really debate. So between the both of them, I like Mike Knowles for debating, and I like Matt Walsh for being a far-right moderate conservative, we could say. He's not really saying his opinions or making them public. He's being very general and vague, so you can tell what he's thinking.
It's in New York, man. I mean, Trump's been president twice, and it was the trans issue that killed Kamala Harris in the last election because they won't stop doing the trans issue, which is the most extreme element of the party, including, obviously, what
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Ben. It wasn't mass immigration or anything like that, or like just the general dysfunction of government. No, it was the trans issue. Absolutely. Mass immigration, and the economy barely had an effect, I'm sure.
Well, dude, it's not this whole thing is an hour and a half, but there's so many ad reads they have to do, and then they have a list of things they have to talk about. So they're talking about each thing. It's just like cable news.
It does have a very cable news vibe, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And the trans issue was a big problem for it. But that's another thing too, is that when we talk about the sort of the quote unquote radical elements of the right versus the radical elements of the left, these are not exactly the same thing. The radical element of the left denies basic biological reality. I mean, you're militating against these basic realities that we all understand, and that's not happening on the right.
Oh, Matt just repeated our talking points. Almost psychically.
Did you notice how Ben Shapiro tried to do the equal energy, opposite direction, as if it's the same on both sides? And then Matt was like, it's not the same on both sides, actually. Not the same at all.
It's not the same on both sides. Yeah.
Hang on a second. Let me just say, After Charlie died, okay, a couple days after Charlie died, I put out a tweet where I said that I want to call a truce. I can only do it on my end. I want to call a truce. I want to extend an olive branch to everybody on my side, everybody on the right. Okay, everybody to the right of Bill Maher. I want, including him. Not that I ever had really a beef with him, but I want to extend a truce because we are dealing with a threat. We are dealing, Drew, you said it yourself. These are people, like the political violence is on one side. This is on one side. There is one side that engages in political violence. There is one side that like rejects the basic realities of life. There's one side that's responsible for murdering 60 million babies in this country. Okay, it's one side. And so I think that for right now, maybe we'll get back to the arguments. Maybe we'll get back to the infighting. We'll get back to that in the future, I'm sure. But for right now, I think we need to be unified against this threat, especially now, especially with the midterms coming up and the presidential election right after
you
that.
ready?
The left, if they get back.
I mean, pretty salient, right? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, not a wasted word, not an ounce of fat on that. Like,
I mean, how long has he had that building up inside him, right? Like the way that that came out, right? It reminded me of like Crowder when he was like in the barbershop recently. He's just like, oh my God, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. My God.
Into control. They're going to be out for blood even more than they ever have been. And so we need to be united against that together. And that's what I said. When I said that a couple days after Charlie's death, you know the response I got? Almost every single comment I got was yes, amen, absolutely, I'm with you. Almost every single comment. I said the exact same thing like 2 days ago. And it completely flipped. Now, almost every single comment is, how could you say this? I can't unite with them. There's no way. I can't do that. And it's just, I haven't changed. What I'm saying is no different than what I said a month ago. I haven't changed. I don't think the situation has changed at all. And I don't know why everything else has flipped.
Because I think if you take that to its full extent,
that someone getting assassinated is different than someone accused of racism.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like Charlie Kirk got shot, and these guys were being spicy in the group chat. Like it's just totally me. But you know, but they said bad things in the group chat. I don't fucking care.
Then it's crazy. It works within a context, but surely there is some kind of human decency level that you can cross where no, you're not on my side. I mean, I don't understand why if you support the cat's paw of Iran where they sit around and chant death to America, what makes you a conservative?
Who is doing this?
What makes you a conservative?
Did I miss this?
I don't. What the hell does this even mean?
Because in order for him to have a point, he has to pick a completely over the top, ridiculous. This is what the left does: a completely over the top, ridiculous position that nobody actually holds.
I mean, like him picking like war with Iran is actually very, very interesting. Okay, because it would be the conservative position that the United States should not get involved in foreign wars. A war with Iran would be a very, very serious foreign war that wouldn't really be in the interests of America, but would be in the interests of Israel. So
what if it's a neocon?
Well, exactly. In which case, the whole point of the neocons basically is that they put the interests of Israel above the interests of America.
Can I ask you a question politically? Is neocon an oxymoron?
Well, it's essentially the neocons were invented during the Bush era as a way to get around the traditional conservative position of not getting involved in foreign wars. Right? No, I'm serious, right? They're like, oh, okay, right, like conservatives, we don't get involved in foreign entanglements because like that was literally what the founding fathers were all about. And like, but we're the neo-conservatives. We're like getting involved in foreign wars on behalf of like Israel is actually a really, really awesome thing.
What we're going to do is conserve this new thing. How mooish does this sound right now?
Oh yeah, I know. It's incredibly mooish.
You say tough sounding things. I mean, that you talk in a loud voice about, the problems of the country. I don't know. What makes you a conservative if you are in favor of a regime that, used to have until Trump took it away, the capacity to actually hurt us? I don't understand.
Dude, what the... What makes you a conservative if you don't want to go to war with Iran?
Crazy old man. What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? Who are you talking about?
like what he's talking about, right, is this idea that Iran is somehow going to like nuke the US or drop missiles on the US. You realize the US could literally glass the entire country of Iran, right? You do know that, right? They could turn the entirety of Iran into glass. Like,
I know, but like what? So you're not going to align with a guy that has thoughts on Iran? Like, while the left is like killing people in the street.
I just what is the strategic interest to the United States of going to war with fucking Iran?
Jack Bin Imble, welcome to Hard R, fellas. Thank you very much. You will see an unbelievable amount of content for a very small amount of money there. Welcome.
Another Hard R fella. Oh, mate, Matt Walsh is so
look at him. Every picture. Every you could do every frame, and it would look a flavor of what you're seeing right now.
You know that expression, right? It looks like if you put that black and white, right, and gave it some deep fried, you could make it like a goth album cover or something.
Or if it's in black and white during the Great Depression, if you just put them outside.
Jeez. Oh, Matt. Oh, you poor bastard.
The anti-American.
I would say you're not. I would say you're not on our side. You're not a conservative if you are not interested in conserving and preserving and defending Western civilization.
Let's fucking go.
And I guess the one point I'll give in your favor, Drew and Ben, is that I do think that there are some people who claim to be conservatives who actually are not interested in conserving Western civilization at all. Right. And so if you don't want to conserve that, then like we're just not. We actually are fundamentally, because that's the thing I'm saying we need to unite to defend is Western civilization.
Well, I mean, this comes down, of course, to the big question of what Western civilization is. Okay, so Western civilization used to be defined as Athens and Rome, but now for some weird reason, it's defined as Athens and Jerusalem. Funny how that works, right?
So like the parties switched, the Democrats, Republicans, the parties just switched one day.
Yeah, the team has just been balanced, right? You're just like, so you're going to cut out Rome entirely from Western civilization. That's quite interesting because I think most people would argue that Rome is a fundamental part of Western civilization, especially the Catholic Church. Like, even if you're not a Catholic yourself, you cannot deny that the Catholic Church was an incredible influence on Western civilization.
Yeah, but an incredible influence on the Christian Church was Judaism, right? So that's right.
Actually, it kind of was. If you go back into history,
I just want to make a joke. I don't want it to be true.
And so for example, civilization, that has to mean something, right?
Yeah, right. So for example, in recently I've been talking about the Islamic takeover of Dearborn, and I've had people who I guess claim to be conservatives who are trying to tell me that actually this is a very good thing, that our country becomes Islamic, and it's like, okay, we're clearly not on the same side. This you're trying to conserve Islamism, and that is not what I'm trying to conserve. So obviously, you get to a point where it's like, like lines are drawn, and I think the line is at conserving and defending Western civilization, and anyone who's on board with that and wants to do that, I think we should work together. But if someone says, I'm not interested, I don't want your olive branch, screw you, which I have gotten that response from a lot of people, well, then that's your choice, and we gotta.
I just don't want us to make the decision. I don't want to make the decision on who's defending Western civilization according to popularity.
Who the fuck made that argument?
This has all been very fun. I mean, truly enjoy.
This has all been very fun. It's time to shut it down.
No, yeah, wait until you see what it goes into. Deadpool kid, DPK
for 5 U.S. Federal Reserve notes. Has everyone forgotten how J's and B's has said something colorful things about white people? Wait, J's and B's. Yes. Yeah. No. It's fine. They surely didn't mention that at all, right? Because that's Shadrach. St. John Chrysostom has some badass homilies. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Very, very spicy homilies.
Enjoyable. But Matt, I need you to talk to us about how you sleep at night.
Hold on, I got a better treat.
So, because
what are your security arrangements while you're sleeping at night?
No matter what they're talking about, it has to go into an ad read. So
Oh
this
my
has to
God.
go into an ad read about a mattress because like
Ah.
you can't be doing like it's so mooish. Like how much more money do you guys have to make or how little money are you making where you have to do all these ad reads and every single thing they're made fun of for it. I think Freedom Tudes made fun of them
Yeah.
for like 3 years ago for it. Like every single like don't you think that like lowers the quality of the product and takes the person out of this hour-and-a-half video?
How many ad reads did they do in an hour and a half?
There's at least 4, maybe 5.
Oh my
And then
God.
that well, check out this ad read to get a load of what they were like when Matt did them.
Big time for
Big time.
$2. Come home, Matt, to the one true Orthodox Church, indeed. Although, oh man, it would be amazing if Matt flipped to
What
Orthodoxy.
what is Matt?
I think is he Catholic or Protestant? I think he's Catholic. I think he's a trad Cath. So like a pre-Vatican II Catholic, if I recall.
Now I'm an atheist, and I say this humbly, but the Pope is gay, right? Like you
mean gay in the homosexual sense, or gay in the retarded
sense? Like who cares? Who cares what the Pope says? Is that what the ortho position essentially?
Well, the ortho position is who gives a fuck what the Pope says.
Pope is gay.
The trad Cath position is called sede vacantism, which basically is the idea that the Catholic Church no longer has a pope because the Pope has drifted so far from the teachings of the Catholic Church. You know, yeah. So it's the vacant seat is what that means. Sede is vacantism. So they're basically, you know, like you're the anti-pope, which I mean is fair enough, right? I mean, look at the shit the Pope's been doing, man. Like, you know, so yeah, so the trad cats are very.
It's a tough position to be in, like, right?
Yeah, it's like a soft schism.
They pretty much go, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, that doesn't look too good for you guys if you don't want to talk about it.
This is one of the big weaknesses of the Catholic Church is that sort of top-down directive.
The centralization, right?
Yeah, the centralized. I mean, in some ways, it can be a big strength in that you can get everyone on the same page. But if that top role gets corrupted, and it has a number of times throughout history, like look at the Borgias, and then the whole sort of rest of the church goes with it. But I don't want to throw shade at my trad Cath bros, right? As I've said, like to me, anyone who does the liturgy is a brother to me. Right. Like, you know, so unless you're like, you know, women priests and we're going to worship the pride flag. No. OK, I draw a line there. But if you pray the liturgy, if you go to the liturgy, then you're my brother. I take quite an expansive view on that. I don't think the Christians need internecine.
We got to do broad tent in all capacities at this point. Jackbin Imble, $5, mate. Sup my NWAs. I was a civnav until I had to live around them. College radicalized me. I am still carrying the title atheist, liberal, civic nationalist. Okay, I'm still carrying those titles. Yeah. Although you're drifting. You're drifting towards the Orthodox Christian position. Oh, they're central to what I am. This is how I can do everything. Honestly, I feel like it allows me to bring in people in a way that nobody else can. Because if someone, honestly, it's kind of like the trans argument where a guy is like, I want to be a woman. And it's like, oh, yeah, you can just be a woman. So if I say I'm right wing and someone's like, well, I'm a liberal. It's like, oh, yeah, I am too. I'm an atheist. Yeah, I am too. Well, I'm not like a race realist or civic or white nationalist. I'm not either. It's really a way to bring like, yeah, me either. I'm still right wing. So I'm getting all the fall off. You see what I'm saying? You're a bridge unto your people. Yes, and that's why I want to at some point, fellas, at some point, I already have a larger monitor, a new desk, and whatnot. So we are very close to getting the new computer. And when I do that, fellas, it's gonna get weird. Nice. No, I was looking forward to it.
Let me do the transition. I got a better one. I got a better one. So, hey, you know, we've been talking about who it would be prudential for us to get in bed with politically. Now, Matt, would you tell us about how you get into bed? Well, this is excruciating.
I thought Ben was.
This is excruciating. Now, you think that's cringe, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for this ad read from Matt Walsh right now to see how fucking gone he is from what's going on around him. He's not in his body right now. We can agree on that, right? He's somewhere else.
Yeah,
this is like a prisoner of war. This is like the little girl in what the fuck is it?
Read the ad, Matt. Read the ad right now.
This is like the little girl in what is that Spanish movie? Pan's Labyrinth, where he's making up some sort of reality in his head right now to not go through the horrific reality he would have to confront if he didn't use his vivid imagination. And he gets called like, what? Where am I? Watch this.
That's dark.
Better be honest.
What?
I gotta,
I worked on that whole segment. I was working.
Yeah, let me tell you about this. I'm gonna do it very organically. This isn't even an ad read. There's no text here. It's just prompts. You guys are throwing this at me. I don't usually get. I'm like remedial when it comes to. I'm remedial when it comes to ad reads. So they always just give me exactly what they want me to say. And now I'm looking at this. It says, "Tell your audience about your experience with Helix mattresses." Okay. Well, okay, fine. Well, this does me no good. Why do you even give me this paper? It does me no good.
Ben, you know what you can
he's
also.
He's not even breaking the fourth wall. He's just running around outside. There are no walls. He's not even shattering immersion. And so now we're gonna end here. Let me know if this feels uncomfortable with the female new hire when she brings up Charlie Kirk and giggles after mentioning his name.
First of all, Isabel, wonderful to have you with us. Congratulations on the show launch, the Isabel Brown Show. Which how many weeks in is it?
I think we're on our 6th week, but honestly, we launched 2 days before Charlie was killed, so everything just feels like a fever dream in the last several weeks.
It's felt like it's been on for 1 day.
Groan.
You know, Charlie died and we just haven't been able to pick the pieces back up. Everyone's like, yeah. Look at Matt. Look at how hard he's thinking right now. Look at how far into the future he is. He's like, maybe if I change my name and hide my family, I can leave Ben Shapiro. What can I do? Maybe if I
is it worth it? Is it worth it? Right. Okay, so that's the end of the second hour.
Oh, look at right on time, baby.
Right on time.
Also, fellas, very good job on the likes. We are at right around 50%. So thanks for that. Keep liking if you're just coming in right now. Much appreciated. Looks like it's helping out. So thanks a lot, fellas.
Thank you very much, fellas. And now we move across the pond.
Oh yeah. To one face to another. Okay, so think of Matt Walsh's face.
Yeah, you think like what was going on with Matt Walsh is bad? Holy shit! I mean, like at least Matt Walsh has some training in covering up his emotions.
He was
right?
he was only in the belly of the Ben. This guy's in the belly of the beast. Okay.
Oh yeah. He's like right in it. But the other thing is, Tommy's never been very good at hiding his emotions, right? Like he's a rough and ready kind of like a guy, right? He says it how it is and all this kind of like other stuff. Quizats Chatterack sent 5 rhetorically defective gift memberships.
Oh my God. Stop. Keep going. Stop. I'm just kidding. Keep going. Thank you. Very much.
Whereas like Tommy's just like, so he's basically doing like an apology tour in Israel at the moment. And it's weird because he's literally in the middle of a trial in the UK and the court gave him permission to go and have a holiday in Israel, which is not normal. And I wonder whether the government, the Labour government, let him go because they knew that this was going to massively tarnish his reputation, and it has massively tarnished his reputation, and I will show you why. So Tommy's used to being a tough guy, right? He's like you're going to go out, we're going to fight Islam and for English girls and all this kind of like other stuff, but he's always been a great fan of the nation of Israel. However, he has said basically once he said this thing where he called out certain elite moos for their role in backing mass migration. Now, this is an incredible lie. I can't believe that. Well, I mean, obviously it's not a lie, but you're not supposed to talk about it.
Right.
So he was summoned, it seems, to Israel. I mean, I can't think, is it really a coincidence that like all of these kosher centrists are in Israel at the same time?
Well, that's
I'm sure that they're all having a big powwow at the moment. I bet you any money.
That's why it's important for you to call them kosher centrists, because
Yes.
that is the like there's centrists that just don't know anything about Israel or anything about this, but then there's ones that do and they act just like them. Adolfo Nibbler, $5. The Anglo begins to wake. He stirs under dark water and raps upon the cave walls, beginning to realize whom has put him there. Matt's waking up. Wow.
Bum bum bum.
Wow, what a prose that was. That's hilarious.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nibbler. I bet he's got a lovely mustache. Something tells me that Mr. Nibbler, is a great fan. Grows an excellent mustache.
Yeah, that's not a Connecticut name. That's somewhere else. I can't quite tell where it is. Not Connecticut though.
Oh my god, I just can't get over this picture of Tommy. Right, I can't.
What's Tommy in Connecticut right now?
Just this like look of barely suppressed rage.
Are we gonna get more of those looks by any chance?
Oh yes.
Oh joy.
Yes, we are. Now this is the clip that he's never going to live down, right? Because he's supposed to be. This is from I don't know. His trip to Israel, basically.
This is recently. This is an older video.
Yeah. So this is him talking to Yishai Fleischer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead and act like you're not making fun of him it's anti-Semitic just to say his name accurately.
So I don't know like what Mr. Fleischer's specific position is. The implication is that he's sort of representing the Israeli government, but Tommy's never going to live this down. Just listen to this shit. My God.
The UK has got a special place in my heart because on the one hand, they really helped give birth to the Jewish state in World War I. The Balfour Declaration, the San Remo Accords, the mandate for a Jewish Palestine, the UK was at the forefront of that. And then they turned on us.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They turned on us, man. And therefore they have a special place in hell for turning on the Jewish people. You were like doing this.
So just to be clear, if you ever do anything that the Jewish people dislike, you have a special place. Wait, I thought the Jews didn't believe in hell.
No, but it's a special place. It's a nicer place, okay? They're being special. I can't hear you if you're talking. We got Aramaic Discourse. $5, mate. Thank you. Oh, Tommy, have you kissed the wall yet? Tommy. It really, it's one thing to kiss the wall. It's another thing to have these like in-depth conversations that like James Lindsay didn't have these conversations, and I understand. I understand why. Yeah. Now, I don't know why Tommy necessarily had these conversations. They could have. They had to have somebody else that could have done this.
I just, why would you publicize this? Like, I just don't understand, right? Like, unless for some reason, like, they want to destroy him, or, this is just such incredibly bad PR. Everyone was always of the opinion that Tommy's role in the UK was to sort of unite the kosher right. It's like, we have to like fight, Islam, right? For the English and the Jews, right? And we have to push back for English and the Jews, right? Like it was always implied. And he was a very, very strong voice on this. And now he's just going to be massively discredited, in my opinion.
I know, but I want to defend him for that, though, because he really did something very difficult that nobody else is willing to do and exposed a lot in the UK.
Yeah, I agree. Which is my point. Like,
and no one had his back. They went ahead to get divorced. He had to really go at it alone. So I understand. I do have deep sympathy for him for why he went. They're always there. Israel's always there for you. They always come in and go, come here, suck on biddy. We help you. Yes, come here. We help you.
Turning on the Jewish people, you were like doing this great thing. You were helping Israel be reborn after 2,000 years of exile, and it was it was a biblical value. It was also a defense for a UK value, but it all turned on us. Can we turn it back?
Can we turn it back? The British government have just turned on Israel. But when
They've been turning on us for a long time.
Yeah, but when we say they, it's the British government. So let's separate the people from the establishment. The establishment have turned. It's like when the American establishment were in power under Joe Biden. The American people didn't support that. The British public don't support what the British government have just done. If it was put to a democratic vote on whether the British public wished to recognise the state of Palestine, it would be a resounding no. It would be.
Have you got anything to back that up, Tommy? Just curious. Have you got any polling or like?
Look at the intense stare by the moo, and look at the. Let's do some body language right now. What's that body language saying to you? The slumped shoulders, the hanging the head low. Look at him. He's just being stared. Look at staring at him.
Totally dominated. My God.
A resounding no. So the people haven't turned on Israel. The people haven't turned on Jews. The left-wing establishment have turned because they're appeasing their bloc vote and they're appeasing their future vote.
Now, it turns out that Mr. Fleischer, Fleischer, international spokesman for Hebron.
Is that an Israeli gas company? What the hell is that?
Hebron. Dude. Lion of Zion award recipient. Okay. So he's
her chain in the chat said he has the hotel chair vibe. He definitely does. He definitely does. Look at how he's just draping himself over the chair like
I didn't switch the tab over. Sorry about that.
Yep, not a problem.
So this is Mr. Fleischer.
Yeah, try to not say it like that.
I can't, right? So he realized a few days later that these comments did not go down very well because they don't. Okay, what Britain has a special place in hell, right? So here's him trying to wind it back.
All right, folks, Yishai Fleischer here. I'm at the Tomb of the Patriarchs and Matriarchs. Recently, I did an interview with an amazing British hero, a British nationalist. His name is Tommy Robinson. You may have heard him. And in that interview, we had a 20-minute interview. We talked about a lot of issues, but certainly the jihad takeover of England and Europe and the fight that we have here in Israel. Now, in that video, I made a statement in which I said something that maybe I should have chosen different words.
So just out of curiosity, is because he said a statement, he should have chosen different words? Is he about to get canceled or something like that?
Imagine if he's like, yeah, some of you may have read the Talmud, okay? And, maybe we shouldn't have said, bury Jesus and shit and come. It's a matter of perspective, and there's probably better words we could have used. They could say this no matter how horrible the thing is that they're saying. It's like, I said some things, you said some things. Let's call it even, all right?
Let's call it even, yeah.
What I was talking about was the British government in 1948, how they turned on Israel, which they helped create, and then they backed the Arab war against us, trained the Jordanians, and funded them to attack Israel. And I said there's a special place in hell.
So is this before or after the King David hotel bombings and the Erdogan murdering all of those British soldiers? I guess we just forget about that part, right? The King David who, right? Oh my God, they just act literally that was there was nothing going on in Israel. The Israelis massively fought the English. Oh my God.
For the British. The UK has got a special place in my heart because on the one hand, they really helped give birth to the Jewish state in World War I. The Balfour Declaration, the San Remo Accords, the mandate for a Jewish Palestine, the UK was at the forefront of that. And then they turned on us.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They turned on us, man. And therefore they have a special place in hell.
His
We're
body
turning on the
language.
Jewish people. You were
using
doing
his hands
this
like
great
that.
thing.
Oh my God.
The using his hands like that and waving his hands near his face like that. Just that gesticulation is so intentional.
I've just never seen Tommy's body language like that. He just literally curl up like a piece of paper set on fire. My God, dude.
How actually legitimately courageous he's been.
Yeah.
Calling,
I mean, that's the thing. It's such a contrast, right? Because I've seen footage of him confronting Islamists and stuff, and dodging bricks and all kinds of crazy shit, right?
As Nick Fuentes says, if no one on earth can tell Israel what to do, what does that tell you about the earth?
You were helping Israel be reborn after 2,000 years of exile, and it was, you know.
Can we turn back? The British government have just turned on Israel.
For a long
Yeah, okay,
time.
wait. We've seen this.
Semites or people that have not been careful have taken that quote and have made it as though I meant to say that the British people have a special place in hell because of something, you know, not connected to anything. Absolutely not. We stand with the people of England. We stand with the British people. We stand with Tommy Robinson. We stand with patriotism and strength. We stand against jihad together. Okay? The special place in hell.
Together.
This is where the pro-Palestine people get this from. They don't hate Israelis. They hate Israel.
Yeah.
That's where they get that from. It all originates from people that look like this guy.
Should have been, that was bad policy. I should have used that language. That was really bad policy back then, and it's bad policy today. It's a special place in hell for those people who allowed Jews to be murdered in 1948 and London to be taken over by jihadism today. But you know what?
Really? What are those people?
I'm sure they exist.
Just people, right? Like no specific group of people with any specific like agenda or anything. Oh my God.
Term should not have been used. Better to just say bad policy. Bottom line is what I meant and what Tommy Robinson understood is that we are the same. We have the same fight. We're on the same fight. That fight is against jihadism. Our fight is not British people with Israeli people. We stand together in a global fight for identity, for strength, for family values, for our culture and for our nation. And we have a lot to bless each other with in business partnership and military partnership, et cetera, et cetera. Tommy Robinson knew exactly what I meant. And all those
Doesn't look like you knew exactly what you meant, mate.
Did Tommy Robinson understand what you were saying? Or was he told that he understood what you were saying? Did Tommy Robinson know what you meant, or was he told he knew what you meant? Is this Tommy Robinson's first time finding out that he understood what you were saying?
Yeah.
Anti-Semites are people looking to dismiss Tommy Robinson that are taking this thing out of context, are missing.
I mean, we weren't taking it out of context. I mean, you just played exactly the same clip that we all saw, right? If there was any more context, you would have played the context, right? It was clearly within context.
We see why they're lawyers, right? We see where these how these characteristics thrive in certain areas of society, right?
Fucking hell.
The point and are trying to trick you. Don't believe the hype. Israel and England, the people of England, stand together. Bad policies of people like Starmer, we don't stand together. There's a fight there, and we're going to push.
I wonder what.
What did you say?
I wonder what Labour Friends of Israel would say. So in the UK, right? There's a lobby exactly like in the US, right? The lobby. If you want a really really good documentary that covers it, there's an Al Jazeera documentary called The Lobby, right? And so there's Conservative Friends of Israel, and there's Labour Friends of Israel. So they've got like an organization for both sides. And they get in people, they scour the universities, they like vet people, they like deliberately push people in politics and stuff. It's a whole thing. And there's actually a big split between these two groups of moves at the moment. So when Tommy Robinson was going over to Israel, the Labour Friends for Israel people were like, oh my God, you can't platform Tommy Robinson, like his beard and no. And the right wing moves were all like, yeah, like, because we're for nationalism. It's endemic.
God bless you, people of England. God bless you, Tommy Robinson, a great British patriot. God bless you guys wherever you are, from the tomb of the patriarchs and matriarchs in Hebron, with a strong Israel and a strong England together, and shalom.
Okay. Now, this is the same Mr. Fleischer.
You're incapable of trying to say this.
He's a very kind-hearted guy. He absolutely cares about Europe. He cares about the suffering of the whites. Yeah. Okay. Which is why he says shit like this, presumably.
Very clearly, blow a hole in the thing. If it
bring it on. Okay, I got that.
If not, bring some boats. Send them to Cyprus. Send them to Spain. Send them to southern France.
Spain is happy to take.
That's right. Send them to Ireland. Their beloved friends in Ireland. And then very clearly blow.
Oh
So
my
he's-
god!
he's-
How did you get this footage of what Adolf Hitler said?
Oh my God.
This is really, truly archival footage.
Adolf Nibbler for $2. Race tier list when.
Wow, that would
That's
have to be a members only. So we
Yeah, that's-
can do, if we do members only live streams, we can do spicy things there because there's no transcript. So right now, YouTube is listening to everything that we're saying and putting it into a transcript. I noticed on the members only, there's no transcript, and I've said the N-word many times, and it was never a problem. So maybe something for the future. I don't know.
So Mr. Fleischer, he cares about Europe, right? He just doesn't. He's like, yeah, send all the Palestinians to, France or Ireland or whatever, because he cares, bros. But this is even worse, right? Again, like look at the. Oh my God!
How did they make him look so small, and why did they give him the fucking giant microphone? They make him look like a little kid. They should have a propeller hat on him.
Tommy's not a tall lad, right? He's quite short. He's got that, sort of short man aggro kind of thing going on. But this, like, the funny thing about this clip is it descends into parody, right? Like you could literally see this being in like a Murdoch episode or something.
Yeah.
Like this is just crazy. Check this out.
Will your leadership maintain the European, the Judeo-Christian values and the Western way of life that Europe enjoyed for so many years and the freedoms that we share? Or will they cave in? Because when the immigrants come in small numbers, they seek to assimilate. When they come in large numbers, they seek to dominate. The question is, who's stronger? Who will win? And will the Europeans manage to unite?
Surely another question would be, who was it that enabled all of these migrants to come to Europe? For some reason, this is not really being addressed. I don't know why. I mean, this would seem like a pretty legitimate follow-on question. Why were all these migrants allowed to come to Europe, right? Like, was there any particular, driving force behind it? I guess it's a mystery. It's probably just systemic, bro. Who knows, right?
To stand against the forces of radicalism and extremism and fundamentalism. 80 years ago, we have lost 6 million of our people.
You have a. Did you see the elbow tap there?
Can you slow it down? Can you play it back and slow it down?
Yes, I can slow it down. Yeah,
So for the fellas that didn't catch that just then, Tommy looks like he's going to grab a book, and this guy almost grabbed the scruff of Tommy's neck and just dragged him away from it. He's like,
so what this, of course, shows is that this is entirely pre-scripted. Like, he's told Tommy exactly what's going to happen, and Tommy fumbles his cue. He reaches for the book. Or perhaps, right, he's not allowed to touch it, because he's not chosen or something like that.
We have lost 6 million of our people.
Tommy, no!
You have a...
Wow.
Tommy, no!
That was quick. That was quick. He swatted him away like a fly just then. That was quick, dude. He snapped right into, he's got right into the mode he had to be in.
Don't touch the secret book, Tommy.
6 million of our people. Men, women, children, elders. We are a people that remembers. We don't forget. What you see
remember
here
losing?
on my desk, this book, a very large one, a very heavy one, contains only one word. Very small, very tiny, almost invisible, only one word. And that word is Jew.
What is it like? Oh my god! This is just psycho,
dude.
Right?
This is Sola 2 is getting crazy, dude. This AI is unbelievable.
I just can't believe
this would be an AI gag.
Like, look, I get. just this is just so insanely autistic, right? You're just like, oh, we have to have a book. The numbers aren't enough. Like, why would you?
You know that's specifically for us to hate them, so they can complain about how much we hate them, right? There's no other function of that book.
It's just
what other function?
It's like
is
the
there?
It's the book of white guilt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're white, Tommy. Feel the guilt. Feel the guilt. Why didn't you stop it, Tommy?
I don't think he's allowed
You
to
could
touch
have
it.
stopped
I think
Hitler.
you're right. I don't think he's allowed to touch it.
In case his Goisha, like germs get on it or something like that.
That was creepy.
It's written here 6 million times.
Haha, loser.
And when you hold it and you realize that every line
Tommy's face. Right? Like, look at this. Right? Look, Tommy does this like big like sigh, like
represents your classroom. Every few lines, the whole school. Every page is a village. Every few pages, a town. It is only then that you realize what we, the Jewish people, have lost during the Holocaust and what it is that we fight for in our one and only
Is
Jewish
it
state
over for Tommy
in our
Robinson?
country.
Is it over?
I
Can
think
he
it
come?
might be.
Can he come back from?
Look,
this?
I mean, we're not going to see. Okay, so he's going to come back to the UK, and the trial is going to resume. I forget exactly what he's on trial for this time, right? Like the government fucking.
You can't keep up,
right? So he'll either go to jail, which could be extremely dicey, by the way, right? Like the number of whites that wind up in jail getting killed by like Muslim gangs is on the rise. Like there's persistent rumors that if they want to get rid of someone, they basically stick them in a jail with like a bunch of the muzzies and tell the muzzies, oh yeah, this guy's like far right, and then they just get the shit kicked out of them just continually until they like get murked.
Oh, the Muzzies don't mind going to jail. They hang it. They run the place.
Yeah, they do. They totally run the UK prison system. Like it's insane. So if he doesn't go to jail, then the next time he shows up in public is going to be really interesting to see. It might actually start some fights, because there are a lot of people who are like Tommy, like the kosher gammon, I guess you would call them. You know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, I love my beer, I love my pie, I love England, I love my Israel. But there are likely to be others who are like, this is bullshit. It's look, people have been commenting about and have been worried about the amount of influence that Israel has over Tommy for a while. This is not a new concern.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Tree Surgeon in the chat goes, real page turner with that book. Okay.
Oh my God. I mean, it's clearly just a guilt prop, right? Like, don't tell me they use that for any other reason, right, than to pull out when they're trying to like guilt trip a Gentile.
Oh,
like,
stop swinging your dick around. You can't tell me you could have possibly guessed how that book was going to end, okay? It was
God. So this is yet another interview. Again, the look on his face, like, oh my God, dude, I don't know how he's going to like live this down, honestly.
Do you understand, though, that people may have some skepticism or even paranoia? I mean, you know the history of the Jewish people. It's thousands of years of discrimination. It's the BNP, it's, the Cable Street riots, all of these things. Do you understand where that skepticism could come from?
I done the Holocaust Memorial Museum
Look at
today.
his hands.
I understand it.
Yeah. I've done the penance, right? I've been to the play. I've done the penance. I mean, look at this. Look at this blonde chick as well, right? Like, just oh my God, it's so creepy.
Where that skepticism could come from.
I done the Holocaust Memorial Day. I understand it a lot better now.
He can't keep still.
After that, yeah. I understand why members of the Jewish community get so, whether it be protective, passionate, angry, upset by...
Like, he's not saying anything new that anyone hasn't already heard.
Not only that, right? Like, what more could you actually learn by going to the museum, right? It's not like there's any, like, are there going to be like any details that you were unaware of? Like, I don't know.
Anti-Semitic tropes, because things have been said before that, and I think, really, what are you talking about? Why are you getting so upset about that? But after doing the tour today, I understand a lot better from that. But in the sense of the dehumanization, it wasn't just start murdering Jews; it was a propaganda for years.
Started with words
to get it into a position. So I understand it more, better after today. That's what I come out of that museum thinking to myself. Well, I get it a bit better.
Yeah. So I went to the museum, and now I know, like, you know, herdy words basically lead
What
to
do you
mustache
learn
man.
at that museum? Like, oh, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the same thing over and over again. It's the epitome of demoralization.
Dude.
Like, imagine going to like the African American Museum and being like, "Whew, wow, they put him in chains? I didn't know that." Yeah, we all know the story. We all know the lore.
So this is David Clues from UNN talking about what's going on with Tommy. I think he's got a very, very good take on this.
Hey, David Clues here. I hope you're all well. So you might have seen our revelation about Tommy Robinson in his trip over to the Middle East. Well, it's gone even further now because a senior committee in the Knesset, which is the Israeli parliament, has issued a condemnation of him being there and his visit being done on behalf of the State of Israel. I'm just putting this out there. I don't think Tommy Robinson, or maybe he does, but I don't think he does, fully realises what he's got himself into. He put out a video blaming elite Jews for mass immigration into Europe. They're not going to forget that.
Yeah. And this basically was Tommy's sin. We have I think we've got the video. But yes, you don't say that. Oh, Deadpool Kid for another $5. The very look of I want to go monkey in the room so bad right now from Tommy. Yeah, I know, right? It's like just barely contained rage. It's insane.
He's been humiliated in 2 separate interviews. His trip is a PR disaster. He has embarrassed the State of Israel.
Hold on, pause this.
Does he and his team think that they're just going to sit back and accept
I love
that?
this guy's tone of voice because he's like, I don't even give a shit about Tommy, really. I don't think about him at all. He was really helpful with the Muslim thing, but I just feel bad for him. I didn't feel good for him at all. He's just human to human. He's like, I fucking sucked. He's beside himself with how fucking cringe he feels right now from watching that.
The thing is, right, I reckon they can tell that he has not properly internalized the message, because if he had, his face wouldn't look that way, right? And I think
really
this
fucking creepy right now.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, you notice the way
It wasn't convincing.
They look.
See, James is convincing because there's just nothing on his face.
Yeah,
he just takes it all.
Well, yeah, but also James fully believes it, and I think this is the problem. I think they can tell that Tommy doesn't fully believe it, and because they're always, you always see them in these interviews. They're like watching your face, right? They stand there with that look, and they just watch your face, and I reckon they are looking for any sign that you are lying or dissembling and that you do not fully believe what you are saying. And Tommy was giving out that energy literally in buckets, in which case his conversion will not be regarded as sincere.
Does he realise what he's dealing with, the mafia-like mentality these people have? Now, as you all know, I'm not a fan of Tommy Robinson at all. I hate what he represents, but you know what? He did good work on the grape gangs, and I would just rather he wasn't a shill for Israel. I mean, he can do all the stuff he wants, he just can't shill for Israel. And again, one of the other reasons you can't is these people are not forgiving.
Yeah, well, he's right. He's right. They are not forgiving, man.
I think he's worried. I think he should be worried. I think everybody that's over there right now in Tel Aviv, Liam Tufts, Alex Phillips, all the rest of them taking the trip, if I was them, I would be looking over my shoulder. If I was Tommy Robinson, I'd be getting on a plane, I'd be going to South America. I'd be changing my name.
Oh, dude.
This guy can. It's palpable that this guy is having this reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think these people fully realise what they've done and how serious this is, and the games that they're playing and who they're playing these games with. These people don't take prisoners. Lots to think about.
Yeah, well, Clues is absolutely right. Okay, these people don't play. They do not fuck around, right? And they do not accept betrayal. Like, well, this is why I'm, I think this thing with James is going to end badly. Like, I don't know, man. Right?
How could it end badly? Is it because he's just that aloof that he's going to say or do something completely irreparable, where like the veil falls from his face and everyone can see how ridiculous he's being? Like what exactly?
Well, I think the problem is, right, if you really do believe that these people are like angelic, right, and the most moral people to ever live, and no, then you assume that they would forgive an honest mistake, but they don't. Right? This is one of their sort of like outstanding characteristics. Like they don't forgive an honest mistake.
Are you telling me
they don't ever
that forgiveness is so difficult for them that they put their sins into a chicken and kill it? Is that what you're saying about their level of forgiveness? Is that what you're implying right now?
I'm just saying, man, right? Like when you step out of line, right? They don't take a simple apology, is what I'm getting at. Oh, we got another super chat from Adolfo Nibbler for $2. Got to cast all 6 million spells
from the Moononomicon.
Bruh. So this is Tommy's tweet. I believe this is when he's defending his original. Wait, do we have the original one or not? Oh, we don't. He must have deleted it.
We got six gen warfare knocking at the door.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Calling out elitist Jews is not in any way, shape, or form anti-Semitic or even a trope. This is a tool used by infantilized indoctrinates who despicably use the term slur dependent on context to protect themselves from legitimate criticism while simultaneously covering their ideological opponent with a disingenuous mud they hope sticks so they don't have to tackle the real issue. This is quite high tier English by Tommy. I wonder if he wrote this himself. Attacking the man while ignoring the message is a typical leftist bullshit thing to do, and it doesn't wash with me. You're a scumbag for labeling me as something I've never been and will never be. It exposes your weakness and your shame. You own that. It belongs to you. And this is in response to a Moorish person calling him swine. You just showed your hand. Stay away from our people. But don't worry, guys. He has repented. See, again, right? Like, don't tell me they're looking at this face and believing that he has really.
Look at his nose. It looks like he's turning into one of them. He's like this, like a werewolf right now.
This is not the face of a penitent. This is the face of someone who is being forced to say something they don't agree with, and they know they don't agree with it.
No, but like that, that like really like it affects me to think that like they can tell. They need you to believe it. I can just like say stuff and go along with it, but for them to like really tell that you don't believe it is terrifying to me.
It's totally 1984 tier.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not enough for you to say the words. You have to believe the words. Otherwise, how do they know that they can trust you?
This is something that you said in the run-up to this visit, talking about the Board of Deputies of British Jews. These so-called voices of the Jewish community, which are betraying the Jewish community with their cozying up to Islam and open border immigration, they're the reason all these problems are happening. A lot of people heard that and heard you saying that Islamic extremism is the Jews' fault.
No, that's not saying. It's just saying is that the Board of Deputies, for example, in the UK, who do not... I walked through the market here, and I don't know if you've watched my video yet, I met many British Jews who have left Britain who said they don't represent them. They're not a voice for them. They've made themselves a self-appointed voice. And when they are a self-appointed voice, and they claim to represent all British Jews, they are cozying up to pro-Palestinian groups. They are cozying up to groups who call from the river to the sea. They are weak. They have betrayed Israel. They've never stood up for Israel. They want a two-state solution. So this group, who I believe are problematic, because they cause problems for all the British Jews, because they claim to represent them. They also work with organised organisations which are trying to enforce an Islamophobia bill, which would make it illegal to tell the truth about what happened on October 7th. It would make it illegal to tell the truth about Islamic rape gangs. They are a problem. So, and they're not representative. That's the reality. You have a problem within the Jewish community that the so-called establishment figures who claim to represent the Jewish community have betrayed the Jewish community.
I don't think you're allowed to say that, Tommy, as a Gentile. I don't think as a Gentile you are allowed to say that there is a problem within the Moorish community. I think they would regard that as a bridge too far. Jacob Cantrell for 20 US Federal Reserve notes. Crikey. Thank you very much, Jacob.
Wow, bro. You're gonna do me like that, huh? Wow.
Artie, you're right. I never noticed any cows, but now that I've seen you pointed out, the mooing is everywhere. What disgusts me the most is this fumbling in the fourth quarter. Stupidity. Godspeed, gents. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like the pride before the fall. Like you know, I hate to use the 4chan meme, like, you know, we got too cocky, bros. But it is literally that. Like, I think, you know, pride is a great sin because you don't notice like how overstretched you are and stuff. And this seems to me what's happening. They're generally overstretching their position a lot. It would have been better to be more minimalist in their positioning, in their messaging. But because they have this sort of generally transformational bent, this transformational teleology, it tends to sort of go this way. Thank you very much, Jay Cantrell.
For me, the purpose of noticing these tactics is things make sense. It can be distressing for like to not know what's going on. I just want to know what's going on. And so when you realize these tactics, you go, yeah, these tactics aren't new. You know, don't you ever wonder how they trans the kids? How does that happen in society? And then you realize that a lot of these things that just have a tenuous grasp on reality with the reality that we all share. And it's not, I'm not, in case you guys couldn't tell, like, do I come off as a hateful person? You know, like it's not about like, we just want redemption and peace is what we want. We're never going to get it, but that's where we come from.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's finish this. We're up to like 2.5 hours. Okay.
They've been weak on Islam, they've been weak on jihad, and they think they can appease.
I understand that, but a lot of Jews hear that and say that this is just a reflection of the Great Replacement theory, which I know you must be familiar with, right?
Yes, the great.
Oh my.
The Great Replacement theory. Yes, it's a theory. Walk around London and tell me it's a fucking theory, right? Or is the theory that it was done deliberately, right? So is it the idea it just happened without any intervention whatsoever? Like you just
all the clips we have of American politicians, including Biden, saying it's good that a place is less white. Eric Adams proud that there's less white people in a city. I mean, they have oh my God. Actual Justice Warrior was debating with Lance from the Surfs, and he brought up the browning of America. And Lance goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he pulled up the article. He's like, oh, you thought I made that up? No. This is what you people say. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, it just happened. It's just a systemic thing. It is inevitable. Like, oh, I hate the way they're always like, oh, it's a theory. What, like the heliocentric theory?
The idea that Jews are involved in replacing indigenous European populations with those from outside. What do you say to people who hear that when they hear you speak?
I wouldn't say I've met a single Jew since I've been here that hears that when I say it. In fact, all the Jews that I've met support me and my opinion of these problematic groups. The ADL are problematic for the Jewish community in the United States of America. The Board of Deputies is problematic for the Jewish community in the UK. They do not represent them.
What's wrong with the ADL in the US?
What's wrong? It's the same. It's the same. They claim to represent the Jewish community and they give them a bad name, the same as the Board of Deputies. And they're weak. They're weak on these issues.
What is it about what the ADL does that gives the Jewish community a bad name?
They continually have. In the recent battle, I'm glad that Elon Musk has took his job.
Tommy, I'll answer that question for you. They relentlessly attack white Gentiles. That's what's wrong with and Tommy is absolutely right, okay? Groups like the ADL generate backlash and hate in the Gentile population because they're constantly going after like Gentiles and they're, you know, and then like just, you know, Jews are just like, oh, look, you know, I just want to like hang out and wear the tefillin and, you know, like study the Torah or whatever. And then like they just generate all of this like backlash.
Opportunity to expose them. And my point is, I come to Israel. Do you know how much attacks I get for exactly the point you just made? I don't believe the Jews are flooding Europe. I don't buy into that, yeah? But when you see groups like the Board of Deputies who are pro-open border mass immigration, they are. And they
Shut up, Tommy. You're venturing into very dangerous waters there, son.
They attack anyone who tries to talk out about it, not on behalf of the Jewish community, on behalf of the establishment. That's who they're attacking them. They're not representing the Jewish community. So I've come here, I've travelled to South Tel Aviv in this country, which was a very beneficial experience for me because it contradicts and counters the ethno-nationalist argument that the Jews are flooding Europe.
About the issue with the Board of Deputies, it's not just...
Wait. How does him coming to Tel Aviv counteract this argument exactly? I don't understand.
He's trying.
Like he's wandered around Tel Aviv, and therefore that counteracts like people like George Soros being behind like mass immigration, or like Barbara Roche like crafting the UK migration policy. Like what? This doesn't make fucking sense at all. No one's saying that like the average dude running a bagel shop in South Tel Aviv is the dude that crafted Western migration policy.
I'm saying that.
Are you? Uh-huh.
Of deputies. It's also commentators who identify as center-right or right in terms of their political spectrum.
Can I tell you what it is?
What is it?
It's establishment figures. That's it. So no ordinary British Jews have come out against me. None of them are condemning me. In fact, you're a journalist. Just read the comments of any of their hit pieces against me. Read the comments from the British Jewish community. They don't support them. So what you've got is establishment figures, journalists, who work for establishment media.
Are the establishment figures scared? What's driving them?
What's driving them? They're part of the establishment. The same establishment that is calling Israel, they're saying there's a genocide going on here. That's exactly what the same lies that get smeared against Israel and the Jewish community are the same.
But these people who are criticizing you aren't people who believe that Israel is committing genocide. These are people who identify as pro-Israel.
Yeah, it's pro-Israel, but they work with establishment organisations and groups who have been actively Hope Not Hate are an organisation. I've already done an expose documentary. I'd ask any of you to watch my expose documentary.
Is he about to say that Hope Not Hate is Milish?
Well, like,
you better watch yourself, Tommy. Oh my god!
In just the United States alone, there's over 12,000 Muish NGOs, and those are just the ones that openly call themselves Muish. There's over 12,000 in the United States.
He's just digging himself in deeper.
Also, you need to check the Telegram for Anon Sniper did a James Lindsay Vishbara AI video.
All right. Okay. What have we got here? What the fuck is this bullshit? Okay, we'll get onto that. Like, I mean, okay, we've only got like 10 seconds more.
Mention on Hope Not Hate. Hope Not Hate are a George Soros-funded organisation whose job it is to attack anyone who challenges the government narrative. Yeah, the government narrative now is pro-Palestine. That's our government narrative. The BBC's narrative is pro-Palestine. Now, Israel is losing the battle of propaganda. Qatar and Iran are winning.
Yeah, and I'm sure this visit is going to really help their propaganda efforts.
Dude.
But don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Tommy has had a chance to pause and reflect. He's gone to the Yad Vashem museum in I presume is this in Tel Aviv? I don't know, right? He's gone to the museum, and now he understands, bro.
Yesterday I visited the Holocaust Museum in Israel. It was the first time for me to go into detail, to hear in detail, to understand actually the depravity of the crimes that were committed against the Jewish people. And not just the depravity, but what built up to it. And do you know what I took from that museum and what I took from that tour? I understood a lot more why words are so important to members of the Jewish community. I'll be honest, sometimes over the years, when words have been said, even innocently, I've seen a massive backlash and a huge deal made out of these.
Have you tried fucking crying about it? Maybe that'll work. Maybe cry like a little fucking baby. Have you tried that yet?
Oh my god.
Or allegations of anti-Semitic tropes. I never quite understood it.
Oh, allegations! Even just allegations of Hold on. I'm sorry. allegations of anti-Semitic tropes.
Yep.
So not even a threat. An
Well,
allegation
right.
of a trope, dude. Try to get me something more mood than that. Oh,
I
yeah.
mean-
This started with trans people in the black community in America. This hypersensitivity and victimization over everything. There's not a 2,500 year history of this or anything, huh? Oh my God, dude.
This is why you fundamentally cannot have freedom of speech in such an environment. You just can't, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that you're not allowed to say because it's very dangerous because of this one
you can
client
have
group.
freedom of speech, okay, but it doesn't mean freedom from consequences.
Freedom from consequences, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
put you in jail.
And then other client groups see the protection that this group has, and they want that protection. So the Muslims, for example, in the UK have been trying to like pass an Islamophobia thing that's like the exact replica of the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, because they want exactly the same protections. They want to be able to like shut down people who say bad stuff about them. It's just, you can't. These two regimes are fundamentally incompatible.
In that museum and understanding that Jews didn't just get murdered to start with. There was a big build-up of propaganda.
They earned it all right.
To do with anti-Semitic tropes. I learned a lot more, and what I took from it gave me more of an understanding why there's so much emotion from members of the Jewish community. That's what I took from it. It made me understand a lot more why there's so much fear. And for them, and remember, I haven't gone through that history. That was my first time. But I'm guarantee every single British Jew, every Jew around the world understands the full horrors of what their people and their race went through.
Oh
So,
my God,
their
I
race?
get it, dude. Oh my God. This is just making me, I'll tell you what it's not making me. It's not making me empathetic. I'm feeling something right now, and it ain't sorry for anybody.
Well,
Holy shit, dude.
This is his confession video, clearly, right? Like, he's done the self-criticism. Now he's come back to the unity, criticism, unity.
It really, you understand why this homeland, whilst this country, while this place of safety is so important to them, and also why they must fight and never stop fighting because of what history's done to them.
What history did to them? What kind of psychotic moo way of saying a sentence is that? That's how not accountable they are. This is what history did to them, dude. It sounds fucking crazy. Can you believe history did that? Hey, was history at the Nuremberg trial? Did we talk to history about what they did? Was history just doing their job?
Fucking hell. Aramaic Discourse for $5. Dozens of
Thank you,
memorials to the Holocaust, yet not a single statue or plaque to the guys who liberated the camps.
Wow.
Very ungrateful. Yeah, I mean.
Wow. That is a
think.
very good point.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, where are all the memorials to the Gentiles who gave their lives to liberate the camps? Mm-hmm.
So what you just saw was completely organic from Tommy Robinson, okay?
Yeah.
They're not being paid to be there. They just so happened to be there when everybody else went, when James Lindsay went, okay? It just so happened that everybody went there at the same time, and now they're just going to go for a jog and let you know that they're just going for a jog, and they're not there for any particular purpose, and they're not getting any money, and they just needed to tell you that just in case you thought that they were doing that, okay?
Yep.
Well, thank God we've just hit a downhill section. Up at the crack of dawn, 3 double espressos in, hitting the pavement in Israel with he who can't be mentioned. And this is how rumours will start. We'll get accused of being paid for this jog.
Yeah, but what if you just got the trip for free? Like, what if the payment is getting to keep your career? And keep your life. I mean, is that a payment or like?
I know, but it's so fake. He's like, oh, finally we're going downhill. Oh, now I can take a video. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, just spur of the moment. That's how he starts it out.
Yep.
What they say was mad, yeah? I'm going to Poland after this. I'm going to report on their Independence Day. I'll do 3-4 days there, interviewing politicians. There won't be a single accusation that I'm getting paid for that. When I go to other countries, there's not a single accusation. They weaponize that Israel's paying.
I'm sorry, Tommy. When you go to other countries, we'd have to look for it. I'm curious when he goes to other countries and he interviews people. His demeanor is what I would be curious. Oh my God, do you think he can't see it? Do you think he's under such a spell that he can't see what he looks like to other people, and so they whip him and they're like, "Look different." He's like, "I don't know what you mean. I believe. I believe."
Yeah. No, I don't think he's got a choice. I think like
It's terrifying, dude. It's like it really is 1984 shit. Like it really, it's really unsettling.
I can't see inside his head, obviously, but
his face.
But it looks like, you know, when he first got there and he was doing those interviews, he was very, very resistant, right? And he's basically like, why are you attacking me? You know, I've been your strongest supporter. You know, I'm trying to like help you. Why you were attacking me? And then he went to the Magical Museum, and now he's like, oh, you know, I understand. It's 1984 as hell. Like it's totally 1984. It's so freaking creepy, right? How many fingers am I holding up, Tommy?
I know. One of my favorite reactions was Destiny's son of going to the memorial, and he was like, actually, now I know it didn't happen. I found all the evidence completely not compelling. And like, are you allowed to not think it's compelling? I don't know what the laws are, but he's not saying that it didn't happen. He's like, I find it even less convincing now.
I think in America you're allowed, but in Europe you definitely are not allowed to find it not compelling. You
that
legally are
sounds
obliged.
fucking a little strange, don't you think?
Yeah.
Tell the truth, man. Look at these flags, yeah? Show the flags, Liam. Let me show you these flags. The whole, as far as you can see, yeah? Behind us as well, look. That road.
Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Here, always have been. Pride in their country now. The American flag is along this whole road as well. Now here's the difference for those on the new hating the Jews, hating Israel. Like Trump loves this place, yeah? But for the Americans, you see this place that flies your flag so proudly, and the people love that flag. But all the surrounding Islamic nations that many so-called Americans now are supporting, they are burning that flag. They're being brought up like in Iran, death to America, death to America, death to America, from this height. This place, love America, love America, love America. But madly, many Americans, many Brits, in a minute, are siding with the Hezbollah, siding with the Hamas, siding with Palestine, where if you pulled up an American flag, they'd butcher you and cut your head off. It's insane. But anyway, yeah, you have to come to Israel and experience it. I'll tell you what is insane. Your fucking energy.
Can you believe they're flying the American flag when there's 7.4 million Moos in Israel and around 7.6 million in the United States? Can you believe that they're flying the United States flag? You know, what a long trip to take. Aren't there close? Is Europe closer than the United States?
To Israel? Oh yeah.
Really? Huh? Why would they bypass all of Europe and go right for the power source of the world? Why would they do that?
No, I don't know. It's a mystery, mate. It's a mystery. Probably because you can get better bagels in America, which you can, by the way. I love it. You know, the food is great in America.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so we got.
It's really the chicken or the egg. The bagels were already good in New York. It wasn't that they came and then did the bagels. You know.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So we got 10 minutes left. Do we want to like cover this like weird tweet you found from like Lindsay or?
Wait, oh yeah. So this is what liberty means to him. Okay.
Okay, this is just weird. What the hell even is this, right? Logic Logos session. If Christ is liberty, who the fuck is saying that? Right? If Christ, right? Oh yes, of course. Matthew like 4:17, right? Like Christ is liberty. What the hell? That's liberation theology, which is
if
he's doing ages ragging on.
He's a math boy. He's doing if-then statements.
Oh,
if then.
Right. And Christ should be first. Then Christ first is synonymous with liberty first. So liberty first.
How
okay?
Retarded. and then they're all glazing. I'm like, wow, dude.
Wow.
James has done it again, dude. How does he do it? But I need you to show the snipe anon if you have. I sent it to you, right?
Send it to me?
I believe I did. What if I believe I did?
In your mind, it was.
Oh no,
real.
it's in I think it's in the is it in the X fucking thing? Shit, I thought I sent it to you. I'm sorry.
Right. You got to send me stuff if you want me to like put it up on stream.
I'll send it I'll send it directly from Vish himself. He just sent it to me. And be straight to capitalism. Tag me in it too. And here you go.
What up, Vish? If you're watching, good looking out. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Freaking awesome. Oh, we got another like sniper it on. Oh, mate, I love these.
Dude, they pop up randomly.
I just love the way he gets the characters like just so spot on. It's just amazing. Okay.
Hey man, I just saw the inside of your jacket. Is that like a you know what symbol from World War II?
What, this? Dude, it's an ancient Indian symbol, James. It do be like that, Mr. Lindsay.
The Mecca and the Mika, dude, and everyone's just laughing at him.
It do be like that, Mr. Lindsay.
No, man, it's an ancient Indian peace symbol. Come on.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude. Oh, mate. Well, we've got like 5 minutes. I don't know if we got time to do the whole 6th generational warfare thing, man.
I mean, no, I title these things. People come for the hang. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure things will happen in society where it'll be relevant. Okay.
Yeah. No,
I don't think what's happening is going anywhere.
Yeah. No, totally. Look, I've still got the deets in my file. So
do you want to know what happened to my microphone?
What happened to your microphone?
I just got a desk and a giant monitor, so I move things around. And even when my microphone is turned off, the light is still on the microphone. So the microphone was turned off. But I thought it was on because the light's on. But if I turn it on or off, that's it.
That's some top tier autism there, mate.
Well, because the stream's live, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I? I was freaking out, and I didn't just look at it. So yeah.
I hate it when that happens. It's like you start like things go wrong and you start freaking out. Look, you just gotta relax into it, man. You gotta relax into it. Yeah. All right, so let's wrap it up then, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so did we get all the super chats? Yes, we did. Let's say thank you to all of the people who gave the super chats: Aramaic Discourse, Jacob Cantrell, Adolf Nibbler, Deadpool Kid, Jack B. Nimble, Big Time. Who else have we got in here? Soul on the Lich, Argent Party, Master Shake, TM Bailey, Total Blackout Painting, Bloody Clarence, and that's it. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. We'll be back next Friday, mate.
You think?
Yeah. We'll see what retarded like shit happens. Like, there's bound to be some of it, right? Like, things are not getting any less retarded is my point, right? Like,
and I should have a hard R video for the fellers coming out this weekend.
Very nice.
It's Lore and Laughs for people that don't know. Lore is like a slow drip documentary of my life from 2017, 2018 of my political journey and me having a meltdown, realizing there's a mass form psychosis before there even was one. So those are fun to see. And then there's the Laughs portion, which is going to be this next video, where I usually find an unbelievably offensive video that I can somehow play on YouTube because the copyright has expired. So there's going to be there was a game show called Blacks vs. Jews, so I might do that.
Oh my god, we got a late super chat from Caesar the Grape for $10 US. Can't save England if you're against Juice. Here's some cash for your trip to Tel Aviv. Go learn how all those cookies were made, my fellow hard ass. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Very much appreciated. Any more Lindsay content coming soon, dude? People don't know how difficult it is to be us, okay? On one hand, we're like, am I really going to do another Lindsay video? And then the fucking David in the chat's like, so, any more of that? I'll fucking open my mouth and shove the slop down, fellas. You got any more Lindsay content coming?
Yeah.
I'm so torn. He is the skeleton. He is the skeleton key for all important issues in society, I keep saying.
Super Ray W is like, please no more Lindsay. My brain is starting to write. Yeah, look, our brain as well, right? But like, you just can't escape it. Look,
I went to the fucking wall, dude. What the fuck am I supposed to? Yeah, sorry guys. We said we wouldn't cover Lindsay. It just was at the fucking wall.
Yeah, but not only that, right? Like, if all the kosher centrists are currently in Tel Aviv or whatever, having their like big meeting, then there's about to be like a massive propaganda push, right? Like they're probably all coordinating their messaging and everything like that. So we're going to have to cover it because it's going to be a thing. It's going to be like a massive thing, right? You know, we've got the Sinister 16 that they're going to go after, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, what I'm curious about is like how much are they willing to escalate it? Like, are they like willing to like do some like proper gangster shit? Right, like, you know, like actually employ, like, you know, like Mossad, like legit, right? Like not just, you know, like, oh yes, yeah, jokingly, but like, are they willing to like actually employ hard methods to take down people like Candace Owens and Daryl Cooper and Ian Carroll? I mean, that's the really fascinating question. I think because they can't.
The really fascinating question is how me and you managed to essentially only talk about James Lindsay and Israel for 2 months now, and this happened. We could every episode, it's like a TV show has been leading up to what's happening now. That's the real question: is how did we do that?
Yeah. It's like, oh, what are you always talking about? Like, you know, James Lindsay and Israel. Oh yeah, by the way, here I am kissing the wall. Like,
dude, called it. Absolutely planted the flag earlier than anybody.
Oh my god! It's like woke right mad that I'm kissing the wall. Hey man, look, you do you, bro. But I'm just saying you're not beating the allegations here.
we only have like 20 hours of content on this slowly fomenting over the past couple of weeks. Yeah, dude, couldn't see any of it coming at all whatsoever.
Fucking crazy, man. Fucking we are like psychically, you know, predicting, man. It's just amazing. How could we have possibly known?
With there's smoke, there's because it don't fucking seem right, dude. That's literally how I keep following that feeling. I felt it with anti-communism. That leads nowhere. That just leads nowhere. You have to be right wing. Then when you're on the right wing, you go, oh, that's where all the anti-white stuff is coming from. Excellent. Let's hang out here for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
it's nice to be able to settle down politically and go, I'm gonna be here for a while. This is nice and comfy.
Yeah, it's not like that. This issue is going to go away anytime soon. So we will be here covering it. It's our niche now, right? Like we've settled in like some kind of like shell creature into a like comfy little rock crevice, right? Like one of those.
Hey, we're not like them. We're not like them. Don't talk about us like that, okay?
It's our comfy little crevice. Right, we're just gonna hang out here, man. Right, you know, it's fun. You know, thank you so much for coming, everyone. You can find all of my stuff on newsfist.net. Probably gonna like start doing like a history stream or something. Things have been a bit up in the air at the moment, but you can always catch my my new show, Happening TV, live on Monday on my channel. Come along. And any last words, Artie? You got anything to say, bro?
I love the fellows. I got the best fellows. I'm gonna have dude, the new computer. It's itching. It's itching me. I really want to get it when it's on sale because I'm a fucking moo. And it's probably gonna be like in the next couple of months around that time. But I'm really itching, so I might get it early because I can do absolutely ridiculous things with it.
Awesome. All right, bros. Thank you so much for coming. We will see you next week. Good night.
Later, fellas.